Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. I hope everybody is doing great. It is nice to see you guys onto this Tuesday evening. Hello to my beautiful Lex, Eki, Brie, Ziyang, Zane, I'm sorry. If Carrie is somewhere around, also hello Sharifa, hello beautiful, my beautiful Lilith and Juanson. We're going to start this off right away. So I'm actually going to start off over here with Lex. I do have your email, and I know that you sent it a little while ago, so let's go for it. So here we go for Lex, and we're going to be leaving a timestamp for a beautiful one. Just one moment over here. Let's do this like that, and here we go. So CJ's next actions towards you, and you had a fight with a sister from what I can hear, right? Okay, let's go for it. By the way, Amy is often here. If Amy is somewhere around, then I'm definitely going to have to say hello to you also, my beautiful. So just one moment over here. I'm just going to... Okay, here we go. All right. Let me just scroll on down one moment over here. Who's tired? Who's tired? Who said that they're tired? Who is that I saw? Oh, you wonder why? Yeah. Oh, okay, so you are here. It is all good. Hello, Sharon. Nice to see you, lovely. Yes, I do have you 2 times, my beautiful. I absolutely do, my lovely. Let's go for it. So, Lex, lovely. I see that you're here. No timestamp is necessary. CJ's next actions towards you. Well, let's go and find out as we speak. Here we go. So CJ's next actions towards you. And you fought with his sister today, and he called, but you were asleep first time in over like a week and a half, right? And of course, that's always the way it happens, right? You get a call, you get a message at the most inopportune time where you're just not really ready to take that call, or you just kind of miss it. And I know that you would have liked to have gotten that call. I know that you were kind of waiting for it. You want to see where all of this is a little bit going. I'm going to have to say, as for CJ's next actions towards you, it is an incomplete type of relationship. It is not finished. It is not over yet. And we're actually quite far from having something being over. Onto his side, he has a lot of lack of closure altogether. And he wants to restore the relationship. So he wants to try to, well, really just get you back into his life, my lovely. So I'm going to say, Lexi, if you... how could I say? Let me put it this way. If you're wanting to be with him, you definitely do have the chance to be with him. Now, are the problems and everything going to be fixed? I don't quite feel as though. I feel as though you're still a little bit caught up into the same problems that you were before, but maybe a different degree, because now we have the sister who's kind of upset with you too. That being said, if you were to be back with him, I don't feel as though she would be upset with you, so that would solve that problem also. He's going to be contacting you. We are Tuesday. He's going to be contacting you by the end of the week, sweetie. So he is going to be contacting you again. He wants to see you. He wants to have more movement. He wants to know what you're thinking, how you're feeling, and I mean, really, he just wants to see you. It's not even a question of where do you think this relationship is going. He's not contacting you to get that type of conversation. He is contacting you because he wants to see you. How is he feeling about you fighting with her? Is he mad about the whole deal? Let's go see. So how is he feeling about you fighting with her? Is he mad? Our beautiful Shar is up next, by the way, and then I'm moving back over to Super Chats. So how's he feeling about you fighting with her? He would actually like it to stop. I don't feel as though he likes it. I don't feel as though he agrees with it, but there's nothing that he can really do. He can try to talk to her. He can try to say, you know, I feel as though this is not really a good idea. I don't like it. I would like you to stop. But can he actually change what she is doing and how she is acting? Absolutely not. So I'm going to have to say he's not liking the fighting. But it is, you know, where it is, and it is what it is. So there's nothing that we can do about it. But he's not happy about it. He's not mad. He doesn't feel as though she is being fair with you. He does not believe that the fights that are going on between you guys is caused by you, which is why he's not mad. How is CJ's sister feeling about the fight? And her next action, she got yes. Okay. She kept harassing you, so you took matters into your own hands. All right. Okay. So how are we feeling over here? I am getting the Sun followed out by our Ace of Pentacles. Are we over? No. Are we going to have more actions? Absolutely. I just kind of feel as though she's actually trying to figure out what is going to be her strategy, what is going to be her next play. So will she do something? Absolutely. I'm sorry, my beautiful. I do not feel as though this is over. So we're upset. We are somewhat discouraged. We are feeling somewhat embarrassed. But the next actions, within the following week or so, you're definitely going to be getting some type of, how could I say, it's going to be something I feel like it is more verbally. I don't feel like she's come to do something to you or anything of the such, but you're definitely going to be hearing from her, my lovely, into the following week. She's planning, but she does not quite have a plan at this moment. So, but whatever it is that you had wanted to accomplish, you actually did accomplish it quite well, from what I can see. Hold on, let's do this. Let's do that. And voila. I said I was moving over to Sharifa. Here we go. Hello, beautiful Carrie. Thank you, sweetie. How are you doing tonight, my lovely? So I'm moving over to Shar, then I'm coming over to Eki, Bree, Z Yang, and our dear friend Zane. Let's go for it. Yes. So Shar, what is going on for you, my lovely? Let's go and see. Shar. Hold on. Here we go. The first one that came on through. You would like to know his current feelings and emotions for you. He's going to come back to you after he works on himself, and when. How is your relationship going to be into the future? Where is it going to lead? And so on. Let's go and see. So let's take off this deck over here. And let's go and find that out. So his current feelings and emotions for you. Now, I do know that you are here, Shar, so I do not believe that a timestamp is necessary either. So far, we're doing good. Okay, Seven of Cups. At this moment, is he working on himself? Yes, but not as much as he actually would like to. He would like to actually be working on himself a little bit more. Is he really going to be coming towards you once he has worked upon himself? Yes, I feel as though this is going to be happening into the beginning of the year. So somewhere between January and February is when he's going to be coming on over. I do feel as though there are a couple of delays because I feel like he's a little bit distracted. And when I say distracted, I don't feel like he's distracted by other women. I feel like he's distracted by, well, friends and activities and other things that are happening around, and we just kind of push things off. We don't always have time to think about ourselves, do things for ourselves, and we just push that off a little bit more. So is it going to be taking a little bit more time? Yes, it will be taking a little bit more time, but he is going to be coming close to you. How is your relationship going to be future for you guys? Is it going to lead to more, maybe even marriage? Let's go see. And when is the next time you're going to be seeing him? So let's go and find out if this is going to lead to anything more. Where is this relationship going? From what I can see at this moment, I feel like he is still going to be a little bit moody, maybe a little bit too sensitive sometimes. I'm not necessarily. I'm seeing as though there's attraction. I feel like you guys are going to be back together. You're going to be looking towards a future, but it is too soon to say if you guys are going to be getting married or not. Usually we can see these things when it's somewhere between the following 6 months or 1 year maximum. Energies tend to change way too much, so I don't really want to get off onto that. But I will say as though you guys are looking towards a future. So for that, it is good. It is promising. And it is quite positive. So are you going to be moving into the right direction? It's an absolute yes. How far is it going to go? Well, that we're going to have to wait a little bit more. Now, the next time that you do see him, he is going to be a little bit on his guard over here. He's going to be wondering, what exactly are you wanting? What exactly are you accepting as behavior, as a kiss, not kiss? You know, the whole thing. I just kind of feel like we're a little bit on guard and we're a little bit waiting to see how you are acting, what you are saying, the body language, the emotions, and that's how we're going to be determining what we're going to be doing as our next move. But I'm going to say the first time you guys do see each other again into the next time, it is going to be a little bit on our guard, but it is going to be good and it is going to end up being comfortable. You will be getting that kiss, and I can see it into the following question over here. Let's go and see. So I do feel as though at that moment you are going to be getting a kiss, but it's going to be sweet, simple, and quick, though, again, because I kind of feel like we're a little bit testing the ground. So because we're testing the ground over here, we don't want anything long or lingering or very passionate. We just kind of want to see, hey, can we get in there? Can we give just a little bit of a quick kiss to show our emotions, how we're feeling, and see what you are going to say on back? And depending on what you say and what you do or how you react, or if you kiss them on back, then that could change, the whole outcome of the actual situation itself. But for the moment, I feel like we're taking it one step at a time. Why didn't he answer your message telling him to have a safe flight and take care of himself? You told him to work onto himself and then come back, and it was just a simple messages from him. So let's go and see. Why did we not write back? Why did we not write back? We did not write back because at this moment, I kind of feel like we're a little bit, honestly, I feel like we were a little bit upset. We're not upset anymore, but we were a little bit upset because you did not necessarily take him on back right away. You didn't accept him right away. Kind of tell him, hey, it's his ego, sweetie, and this is why he did not write back to you. I feel as though if you did write back to him now or into the following days, he would reply on back to you, but this is the reason why he did not at that moment in time. He was feeling hurt is the best way that I can describe it to you. If I move on forward, I'm going to go into the Hermit deck to go and give a couple messages. And Eki, my beautiful, you are the following reading. So let's go for it. Thank you, everybody, for waiting so patiently. Sharifa, my lovely, let's start off with these messages. Let me hold you. Let me give you that love, that attention, that caring. I want you to know that I still don't have the answers, like you don't quite all have the answers, but I feel as though we need to work upon it. We need to find those answers together. This is what we're looking for. We want you to know that we do have a lot of desire for you. And he does believe that he could be the very first and the very best person for you into your life. Again, I'm going to say he's a little bit sad that you kind of turned him around. That being said, he's not going to give up on you, but he is feeling a little bit sad there, lovely. Sending you so much love, sweetie. Hello, my beautiful gypsy. How are you doing tonight, sweetie? And to our soul family. Eki, notes, blunt deck, love notes, and 3 other decks of my choice. Absolutely. Thank you, my dear Zane. So Eki, Bree, Z, and Zane. Eki, here we go. Blunt deck it is. Let me just go and grab the blunt deck, and voila. Thank you, my beautiful Shar. Have yourself a lovely evening, sweetie. All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight, by the way. It is always lovely to see every single one of you guys. Yes. Okay, let's go, right? I know. So 14 minutes for Eki. Here we go. First time stamp of the evening. Send me love and send me some healing because I am kind of struggling. I want you to know that I am still a little bit undecided altogether about us, and I do need a little bit of time to think things through and, not to rush us at all. I know, Lilith. I want to be able to meet up with you. Also, I see signs about you absolutely everywhere, and I am going to be contacting you. I do need to speak to you, my lovely. Let's move on forward to the love notes. Absolutely. Love notes it shall be. And then we're going to switch it on up. I know, right, Lilith? Here we go. So, I tried to replace you, and then I realized that you are absolutely irreplaceable, and now you're gone. I hear a million voices in my head telling me the things that I really just should have said. Maybe this break is for a good reason. Maybe this time apart is going to help us to come back together. The thought of you with somebody else drives me absolutely insane. I want you to know that I do see my future when I look into your eyes. Honestly, I don't quite want to be into a relationship right now. Let's move on forward to the other decks that are of my choice. Yes, yes, and yes. And let me actually move on forward to... I'm going to go back to this one over here. And here we go. And, okay. And I am going to mention at the same time, thank you, my beautiful Gypsy, and thank you, my beautiful Amy lovelies. Okay. I am less resistant to your love, and I feel pushed to take action and follow my heart without any hesitation towards you. Meeting you has created a lot of conflict within myself. I'm challenging my lifetime beliefs about love and relationships. I am feeling quite stuck at this moment. Since I have met you, though, I do have to say that my mind has expanded to so many actually new ideas, new ways of thinking, and I really am quite grateful for that. I am starting to appreciate how fair you have been in all this time, and I'm just not accepting my bad behavior. I do like that deck. It is nice. Hold on. I'm just going to write over here that we have Gypsy and we have Amy. You guys will be coming on up right after Zane. Okay, sweeties? Don't post your question right away. I don't want to lose you. So let's continue on. I'm going to go and see this cute little one. My love for you is absolutely unconditional. I wish that you could understand truly how it is that I feel. I am trying to find my way back to you. Also, if there were only a time machine, bring us back to all of those beautiful days. Oh, I love that. I do still have a really big crush on you. And at this moment, I do believe that we should reconnect together. And let's go to this one. Here we go. Hello, my beautiful water fairy. Nice to see you, lovely. Thank you for a donation. All right, so voila. Well, hello, beautiful Jessica. It is nice to see you from British Columbia, Canada, lovely. I hear it's quite cold over there at this time. I am focused on the hurt I have endured by our painful ending. Also, there are parts of myself I don't like, and these qualities I have projected upon you. I am embarrassed for the way that I have treated you. And please, I need Spirit to show me every single day. And I know that Spirit is sending me signs through synchronicities that you and I are ready to come together. And I do trust our future together. And I am working with my guides in order to clear negative energy, to be able to make room for a new and blessed beginning with you. I know, right, Carrie? You guys have had like the most horrible winter so far. It's been so cold. And onto our side over here, because Jessica, I'm in Canada also, we actually have been having like warmer weather. We have 4 degrees outside right now and rain. It doesn't quite feel like 4 because it is rainy and chilly. But yes, that being said, that's it, right? Oh, I know, Jessica. I know that, my beautiful. When I lived in Italy, it was never really all that cold, but the humidity, oh, I was frozen all the time. Let me go and see. Aki, sending you so much love, beautiful. So let's go for it. I know, right? Only -8, right, Lilith? So here we go for Brie. What can I see coming up for you in work early next year? Detailed with different decks. Let's go and find that out and put a timestamp for Brie, because sometimes she's here and sometimes she's not. So let's go find out. I know, it's crazy. 4 minutes away from my house, because I live more uphill, there's no more snow. I mean, we can see grass and it's green. Imagine that. Come up to my place, I've got snow. I do. But I do see some green patches, so. I know, me too, Jessica. I'm all about the heat and the sun. I'm always telling myself I need to move to somewhere warmer. 11 Celsius, right? Well, that's kind of chilly for you, sweetie. It is. So you're really not all that far from me, Lilith. I have 4 degrees. Ooh. Yeah, you're going to trade, right? No. Carrie, I don't want to trade with you. It's way too cold where you are. Yeah, no. You see no greenery, right? Yeah, that is sad. That is sad. Every single time I see a patch of green outside, I get so excited. So let's go and see. I know it is 4 degrees outside and it is raining, and it is going to rain all day tomorrow. So bye-bye the snow. But everything is like icy. It's like a skating rink. Yeah. So my beautiful Brie, at 22 minutes now, because I just keep on talking, let's go and find out what's coming on up for you in work early next year. I'm still wishing for you, my beautiful Brie. I know that you have not yet done it, but I'm still wishing for you to get into either fashion, something that is artistic. I know you've got a lot of talents. I know you've got a lot of will. I know that you do have a lot of power, but something, I don't know if it's finances, something is holding you back a little bit, but I know how good you can be. So what I am going to have to say over here for you, my beautiful Brie, if we don't talk about what I would like for you, what do I see actually coming on up for you? I'm going to use this deck. I'm going to go and take this one out to you because it is absolutely fantastic. I don't want you to jump into something next year. I feel as though something is going to be offered to you, or maybe it's something that you're thinking about, and I want you to be careful. I don't feel like it's necessarily a good idea. So if you're thinking about something and you're like, oh, maybe I should do it into January, just wait a little bit. Make sure you've got all the right information. Make sure that this is truly what you want to do, because I kind of feel that if you move on forward and you take that jump into the beginning of the year and you just do something, I don't quite feel as though it's going to give the results that you would like to. I feel like as though you are going to be a little bit sad, a little bit disappointed by the choice altogether. So if you see that any choices are actually coming towards you, just be a little bit careful for that. Analyze it. Make sure that this is truly what it is that you want before you actually do embark upon the whole adventure altogether. Other than that, this is it. I'm seeing failure. I'm seeing losing, being at a disadvantage a little bit over here. And I don't really feel as though calmer waters come on in until somewhere around mid-February, end of February. So just make sure that you're not careless. I don't want you to have any regrets. I don't want to have failure. I'm getting it on both sides, regrets and failure. Fool. Same, 2 decks, 2 completely different decks, same cards popping on out. Lovely. So be careful about that. I'm also going to have to say, I want you to be really, really careful about somebody who could be wanting too much control into your life, into maybe a plan. It could be within your office, within your business. You need to be careful. Somebody does not really want to change the rules or doesn't really want to make any modifications. They seem to have like power struggles. They seem to have a really big ego, and they're not all that good at planning things. Quite frankly, I feel as though they're somewhat domineering. So I'm going to say to be a little bit careful for that. Other than that, my lovely, I don't see all that much. So I'm going to say, if you're able to stay where you are at this moment and analyze the situation altogether, please do so. And if you're not going to stay where you are and you really do want to change something or you want to make some modifications, just make sure that whatever it is that you are going to do, that you've analyzed it, you've looked at it from different angles, and be careful for people who might try to be controlling you into the whole deal, because they're not really into it for something good from what I can see. Sending you so much love, my beautiful Brie. Z Yang, should you pursue on buying your aunt's condo and turn it into an Airbnb? Well, that is something that is really quite popular at this moment, I do have to say. So why not? But let's go and validate that. My dear Zane is going to be up next. And then I'm moving over to Gypsy, Amy, and Water Fairy for the moment, guys. So here we go. I'm just going to make sure that all is good also into our PayPal. Okay, and we do also have Carrie, who is into PayPal, my lovely. Thank you, sweetie. So let me just jot that down, and voila. So, my dear Z Yang, what should you do? Hello, Maria. How are you doing today, my lovely? How are you doing? Tika. Hello, beautiful. Christmas time is coming. Is your man coming closer to you, my beautiful Tika? Or are there delays? Did we find all the papers that we wanted? And did we get to speak to, I don't know how he called. Is it a commander? I don't know. But are we able to come closer to you, my beautiful Tika? I hope so. So, Z Yang, should you pursue on buying your aunt's condo and turn it into an Airbnb? What I can see at this moment actually is that I know that you could do it. I know that physically you could. And I say, okay, why not if you do want to do it? But I don't feel, the only thing I'm going to say, if you're doing it because you want to make a living out of it, thank you, my beautiful Virgo, and welcome to the channel tonight, sweetie. If you are doing it because you want to, I don't know, you want to make a lot of money off of it, don't do it into that purpose, sweetie. If you're doing it because, let's say you want to move into it, and every once in a while you want to have somebody kind of come on over, then I say, okay, why not? Go for it. It's going to be good. You will have some people every once in a while. But if you're doing it out of the sole purpose of making money off of it, I say don't do it. It's going to end up costing you more than the actual money that you're going to be making. It's going to take you an awful lot of time before actually, putting that money back into it. So, should you pursue on buying your aunt's condo? If you're going to do it for yourself, above all, yes. And then if you want to do a little bit with an Airbnb, I mean, why not? But it's going to take some time, and it's going to take a lot of work. If you're able to do that, put the time, put a lot of work, I say, why not? With a lot of persistence and patience, you will be able to do it. You will be able to make some money. And I do feel as though it is going to be successful. But just make sure that you look at all the, how can I say, thank you, my beautiful Tika. Just look at all of the environmental, well, not environmental, but all the surrounding aspects that could go along with it. So, you've got different people coming to your house, different ages, you've got selections, you've got a lot of stuff. So make sure this is what you want to go into. And if you do want to go into it and you're willing to put that time and that effort, go for it. If you're not, though, I say don't do it. But is there a problem with the condo? No. Could the condo be really good for this? Absolutely. Sending you so much love, my beautiful. Let's go and see our dear friend Zane. Here we go for Zane. And I'm going to go and see what's going on. I'm getting notifications by PayPal. Just going to go and make sure that all is good and everybody is answered over here. Oh, well, hello, my beautiful. It is nice to see you, beautiful Kimberly, tonight again. All right. Okay, so here we go. Thank you for your donation, my beautiful Kimberly. I will be with you in a few readings, okay? Thank you, my beautiful Z. I've got you, Kimberly. Thank you, my lovely. So Zane, how did Asmund feel after you ignored him all day? No. Okay, so Zane, let's go for it. Thank you, my beautiful Maria, sweetie. All right, so after Zane, I'm going over to Gypsy, to Amy, followed out by a Water Fairy, Virgo, and then I'm going to go see Carrie and Kimberly and Tika and Maria. So I will be with you guys momentarily. Have yourself a lovely cup of tea into the meanwhile. Let's go see Zane. How did Asmund feel after you ignored him all day? He's not happy about it whatsoever, and we can see it over here with our Five of Wands. My dear gosh, we're not happy. I'm getting conflicts and obstacles and challenges. We feel as though this has become a power struggle. What do we do with it? How do we move on forward? What is going to be the next step, right? This is what I'm seeing. Problems over here, sweetie. But when I say problems, at this moment, into his mind, he's actually thinking that, you know what, maybe you're kind of self-sabotaging this at this moment. But is he wanting to fix things? Yes. Is he wanting to balance things out? Absolutely. He is wanting to talk with you. He is wanting to figure things out, but he doesn't really know how to do it because at this moment, he just kind of feels like it is a power struggle altogether. And we all know how that is, right? You don't really want to make that first step. You're kind of waiting for the other person, but the other person doesn't really want to do it neither. And it just really becomes complicated altogether. So he's not happy whatsoever that you did this. He would love for you to contact him, sweetie. How does he feel that you don't trust him? Honestly, he feels like it's creating a lot of an imbalance. He feels like it's creating that, you know what, you do have some choices, right? And you absolutely do. What are you going to do? What are you going to choose? He does not feel as though he's giving you necessarily any reason to not trust him. So he knows that you've got anxiety. He knows that you've got fears. He knows that you've got that. He knows, and he's sorry for it. He is going to try to prove to you that you can believe into him, that he is caring, that he is loving, that he wants to be with you, and there was no reason for you not to trust him. So I'm going to say he's feeling a little bit hurt by that altogether. You forgot to make boiled water and forgot to make your tea, Carrie. Oh, sweetie. And you say over here, hold on, you would like to know what his next intentions and feelings. So his feelings for the moment, not good, not happy. Intentions, I'm going to go and check it out, but I feel as though we're waiting for you at this moment to actually reach on out, saying, we're waiting for you to reach out and to say, you know what, well, maybe not a story, but we're at least waiting for you to reach out. I feel like we need some information. We need to know what is going on. This is it. We want a transition. We want an ending. We want a transformation, a death card. We want an ending of this fight. We don't want it anymore. We need changes at this moment. And he's not going to be the one doing it. Six of Pentacles. He's not able to share. He's not able to reach on out towards you at this moment, but he wants to. So his intentions, well, he's waiting for you to end this conflict. And he's not even asking you. He's not waiting for you to call and to say, I'm sorry for not talking to you all day and so on. Absolutely not. He just wants to bring back a certain normality within the relationship. He doesn't want to lose you. He loves you. He doesn't always understand why you feel the way that you do feel. That is somewhat a little bit unclear for him. But one thing is clear is that he does love you and he does not want to hurt you. But his ego is hurt right now. Doesn't know what to do. So he's just going to decide that he's not really going to do all that much. Is it the right thing to do? Most likely not. But it is what I'm seeing for the moment. And how does Asmund react to when you just wrote that you just want to lay your cards out and just give it all, your all into this relationship, right? Like not to be scared anymore, to trust him. Does he think that you're brave? Oh, does he think that you're brave? I'm going to check it out. I do believe that he does think that you're brave, and that is a little bit of the whole part over here. He believes that you are brave. He believes that you have a lot of wants, you have a lot of desires, but ultimately you do kind of scare him, Zane. You do kind of, because you're able to stand your ground. You're able to tell him, I'm not going to put up with this. I'm not going to do this. This is just not good for me. And that kind of scares him. It truly does. And he will try to do his very best for you. So does he believe that you're courageous and brave by doing that? Absolutely. Does he believe that it is a great idea? Absolutely. Also, problem being is that he's not able to do the exact same thing as you. So this is where there's a little bit of a conflict. Now, if you lay all your cards down, but he doesn't lay his down and doesn't say anything, you're going to be wondering, what are you hiding? What are you not saying? What are you afraid of? Why are you not opening on up to me, right? Why? Because he's afraid. Because he's afraid of judgment. He's afraid of opening on up. He's got problems sometimes expressing the way that he does feel and is not able to do it at this moment in time. But I'm going to say that we were, yes, brave, yes, courageous, yes, you stand your ground, and you're absolutely amazing by doing it. And if he does not, and if he's never actually told you, he believes that this is just a beautiful character trait that you do have. As much as it scares the heck out of him, he loves it because you're going to say exactly what it is, when it is. And because of you, the relationship, you always need somebody into the relationship who is a little bit more action than the other one. One is always a little bit more passive. And it really just allows a relationship to move on and to pass over challenges. And this is a little bit what you are into the relationship. You are that one who has a little bit more power, a little bit more strength, and you're allowing the relationship and both of you guys to move on through different challenges all together. So good for you for doing so, sweetie. All right, let's go and see over here. Thank you so very much, Jeremy. But I would please ask you, sweetie, and thank you for joining us, and thank you for your donation, my lovely. I would ask you to copy your message, though, please, because I might lose it by the time I get to you, okay? So please do copy your message, and when I will be with you, I will let you know. So that is for our dear Jeremy over here, Cabrera, okay? Thank you so very much, sweetie. And hello to Simran. Nice to see you, lovely. React. All right, my beautiful Zane. I am sending you so much love, sweetie. You've got this. You're powerful. You're more powerful than you think you are. Let's go and see our dear friend Gypsy, followed out by Amy. Amy, if you could please post your questions, my lovely, please do go for it. You are going to be right after Gypsy, and then I'm going to be with Water Fairy and Virgo are next onto the list. So here we go for our beautiful Gypsy. Hold on just one moment. I'm just going to go and get it. I'm going to wait for it to open on up. And here we go for, oh, here you go, my lovely. You were far off. Okay, so are your chances of getting that promotion greater now? Also, may you get cards on guiding to you on what you should let go with the Yule moon tomorrow, right? Yes. All right, let's go and find that out. A very good idea. I hope you're going to be going out and you're going to be making some beautiful moon water, Gypsy. I hope so. I still have some, so I'm still utilizing the one from the last one. My kids all have their little jars and we use them when we make our potions. So what are your chances of getting that promotion? Are they greater now? Let's go and find out. We are with Gypsy at this moment, waiting for Amy to please post your questions. And voila. So what are we getting over here? Abandoning some plans, moving on, but having courage and optimism. I'm still gonna have to say over here, my beautiful, I feel like we're a little bit abandoning this project. You have optimism, you have everything that you pretty much do need over here, but I'm seeing somewhat of a temporary a financial pause. I feel like it is a little bit, I'm not going to say conflictual. I just feel like it's not really that right timing right now. I feel like it's a little bit of a struggle. There's other people. There seems to be somebody else anyways who seems to be maybe interested in this position altogether. I just feel as though there's a little bit of a clashing over here of what is to be done, who we're going to be giving this position to, how we're going to be attributing the position to altogether. And I feel like the energy at this moment is telling me that it is more of a no. So are your chances of getting that promotion greater now? I'm going to say no. I don't feel it, my lovely. And I would love to tell you something else because I know that your energy is there. I know that you are strong and that you're just waiting for it. But I see you moving on. I see you feeling left out into the cold. And I see some type of a conflict over here where you're kind of wondering, like, why did I not get it? Being a little bit onto the defensive, wondering what is really going on. But I just feel as though they decided to go with, well, either somebody else. But I'm going to say no, my sweetie. This promotion at this moment, it's a no, my lovely. Again, unless something changes last minute, I'll have to say no. But I would love to say yes, sweetie. What do you have to let go of? Let's go find out what you've got to let go of. Hello, beautiful Susan. How are you doing? And hello again, beautiful Amy. Please do post your questions, my beautiful, because you are right after Gypsy. So you're next. Thank you, my dear Susan, and thank you to Aneem and 24 also. Okay, so what is going on over here? Let's go and find out. Thank you, everybody, again for your beautiful patience. What do I have? What do you need to let go of, my beautiful Gypsy? You know what? It's going to be sounding a little bit crazy what I actually have to say, but what you need to let go of is a little bit of your security. You know, that being afraid. I'm being afraid of moving forward. I'm being afraid of modifying. I'm being afraid of changing something. I feel like this is it. I feel like we need to a little bit let go. And I'm not saying to go completely wild. I'm not saying to do absolute crazy things, but I feel like we need to let go of our security. How could I call it? I would call it like a filet, a security, if you will, rope, or whatever it is that is around you, your barriers that are keeping you safe, that are keeping you into a position where you are comfortable. You need to knock those down. Also, you need to, there's different things. You need to let go of that barrier that is holding you back from moving on forward. You also need to let go of anybody who is no good for you, anybody or anything that is toxic into your life altogether. And that's what you've got to let go of. Spirit is saying over here, what you actually have to move on forward with is not, we all look towards love. We all look towards that because it's something that we do want. But Spirit is saying that at this moment, you should be looking for ideas on success, being logical and moving on forward with new ideas to have a better position, to have a better pay, to have all those promotions that are going to be coming towards you into the following months, just not quite now. So let go. Let go of whatever is holding you back is pretty much what I have to say would be my main thing. Let go. Toxic people, toxic feelings, may it be self-sabotage coming from you. Try to be more free. And with that freedom, you will find more happiness. You will find more openness. You will find more abundance. If there's anything else, my beautiful Gypsy, please do let me know, sweetie. Now, I don't know if my chat is kind of frozen over here because I don't see actually, and no, I actually don't see anything really changing all that much. Okay, thank you, my beautiful Gypsy. So, oh, here's Amy. I got you. You were higher up. Here I was wondering, where's Amy? What's going on? Okay, I got you. Okay, so Amy is up next, moving over to Water Fairy and Virgo up next, and then going over to Carrie, Kimberly, Tika, and Maria for the moment. So you saw Cancer today. Oh, okay, at grocery store. All right, okay. I was a little bit surprised. Okay, at grocery store. Not sure if he saw you. Did he see you? And if so, his thoughts at that time and later. Let's go find out. Okay. So you saw Cancer today at the grocery store. And you're wondering if he saw you. The very first question we're going to go and check out. So we are with Amy right now. Again, Water Fairy, Virgo, and Carrie are up next. Did he see you? Yes or no? Very first thing I want to know. Judgment, Knight of Wands, followed out. A lot of anxiety. Yeah, okay. We actually did see you, my lovely, but I feel as though we were really, really quite anxious and we didn't necessarily want, well, we didn't want to move on forward. We didn't really want to do anything because we felt, you know what if I do something? What if somebody sees us? What if somebody sees us talking? Or there's something that kind of transpires out of the whole thing. So this is why he was a little bit into the incognito mode, sweetie. So did he see you? He did see you. And, you know, his thoughts at that time was, I want to talk with you. I do want to be with you. But at the same time, I feel like I need to kind of hide later on today, I'm going to say that we're still thinking about you. We're still thinking about reaching on out. And I did tell you that he was going to be reaching on out like into the following week or so. So it's just kind of pushing his buttons a little bit more. So he actually ends up, you know, reaching out to you a little bit quicker. Cancer's energy. Let's go find out Cancer's energy. What do we have? Cancer's energy right now. Wanting to progress, wanting to move, wanting to... We don't want to be judged anymore. You know, it's kind of funny when I told you that he didn't necessarily talk to you. He didn't necessarily move on forward towards you because he was afraid of judgment and all. This is a little bit it. So we actually are really quite afraid of that. And this is why we're a little bit kind of, you know, staying onto the side. So I feel as though at this moment to his overall energy, we're tired of being afraid. We're tired of being judged. But we don't know how to make things better. We don't know how to move on forward to make it more successful. He doesn't know how to reach out either to you. He doesn't know how to reach out onto the other side. Ultimately, he wants changes, but he doesn't know how to make any changes into his life, and he doesn't know how and with who. So he actually has a lot of different questions that are going on into his mind at this moment. And you say Cancer with Amy. Cancer with Amy. What do we have? Let's go over here. Cancer and Amy. I'm going to take a sip. My daughter had a cold. My son had a cold last week. It didn't last very, very long. Now my daughter kind of caught it. And she, you know, lovingly transferred it over to me. So I'm starting to get her cold. All right, let's go and see. Cancer with Amy. What do we have? Our Six of Cups. Six of Cups, reverse position. Following on by transitions. We're tired of having to think, well, it sounds funny. We're tired of thinking, right? That's not what I want to say. We're tired of trying to figure out what our next step is going to be. We're tired of feeling judged. We're tired of having to hide. So again, it's like he is imprisoned. He is free. He is, because he is out there with everybody and he lives and he works and he does everything the way that he wants it to. But at the same time, he's a little bit of a prisoner of his own choices and of his own world, because he could definitely choose, you know, happiness out of all of this, but he's choosing to be lost, I'm going to say. And I'm not going to be light onto the word. I'm actually going to say somewhat miserable, because we are very, very rarely actually happy. And those moments of happiness that we do have, they're very, very brief. They don't last all that long. They last that very moment when we're into it. But then when we're gone, 10 minutes later, 15 minutes later, we get back a little bit into our own prison where we don't know really what to do. So Cancer with Amy, we're wanting to change some things. We're wanting to make some modifications because we're tired of having to hide everything at the same time. But we know that we have to hide everything because we're not ready for anything else. What is he thinking now until he goes to sleep? Here we go. What is he thinking now until he goes to sleep? Water Fairy, I hope you're somewhere around, because you are popping on up next, sweetie. So, and Virgo also. So what is he thinking now until he actually goes to sleep? Silence. He's knowing that he needs to keep it all in. He needs to say absolutely nothing. It is a time for him to self-love, to hold everything back, and to really just take care of himself. So he's thinking about himself, trying to figure things out altogether. So this is what I'm getting. He knows that he needs to break some secrets, not secrets, but cycles, but he doesn't know how to break them. He kind of feels like it's a little bit beyond his control. Sending you so much love. There's a lot going on into his life, my beautiful, such as there's a lot going on into yours too. Ah, beautiful Kids World. Nice to see you. Hey, candy business. Oh, I like that. I want to go to your candy business. I think my kids want to go too. Let's go see our beautiful Water Fairy, followed out by Virgo. Water Fairy, should you tell Jay when your divorce is final, or just keep things as it is and date? A very nice question. Let's go find it out. Yes. Amy, I'm going to say that yes, but there was more fear than anything else because he was a little bit afraid. Hey, what if you come closer? What if you say something? What if he moves closer? There were too many questions, my beautiful Amy. There was too much going on. And to see someone but not being able to get close to them, not being able to do and to speak the way that you would like with them is sometimes a little bit more torturous than anything else. And I feel like this is the way that he felt. There was more fear. The fear was stronger than anything else because we're afraid of being seen into the same place. Water fairy, should you tell? Let's put a little bit of a timestamp for water fairy because sometimes she's not always here. Let's say 50 minutes and 40 seconds for our lovely soul over here. Should you tell Jay when your divorce is final, or should you just kind of keep things and don't say anything whatsoever, right? Quite frankly, over here, I feel like you should say something. I really do. Why should you say something, right? What will happen? And has he been thinking about you and does he miss you? If you say something, you are bringing in a different level. You're bringing in, oh, there you go. And by day, you mean other people, right? But still see him into the manner that you do now, if that makes sense. It absolutely does. You want to continue to see him, but you want to, keep your books open. You want to keep your options open. I so get you, sweetie, because he's a little bit into the insecure file, right? So, okay. Should you tell Jay when your divorce is over? Should you? And keep things as it is and date. Should you tell him? Absolutely. Because if at some point this actually ends up going further, it ends up being more secure and you didn't really tell him, he's going to end up being upset at you. So I'm definitely going to have to say yes. I feel like you don't really have all that much choice upon that one. Thank you for that list, my dear Juanson. So absolutely, no doubt about it. It is a yes. You do need to say something. That being said, that's a tricky thing, right? Should you continue to date? Should you continue to keep your options open? I'm actually going to have to say at the same time, yes, but I'm a devil, sweetie. It's entirely up to you. Again, if you're not completely clear with him and you don't tell him, you know what, things are a little bit iffy over here, because it's kind of on and off, and I'm a little bit unsure about what it is that you want. If you date him but you don't tell him that you're dating other people, well, if things actually can get serious at some point, he's going to be upset that you didn't say anything. He's going to feel like you were, somewhat cheating. You didn't mention anything, and that could create some problems, and it could actually, end up that relationship at some point. He would be upset if you don't tell him. Absolutely. He doesn't tell you all sort of things. I know, Water Fairy. I know. And I know that it should go both ways, but it often doesn't, right? Oh no, Amy, it did make him want to see you. I told you that he already did want to see you. And by seeing you, he is going to want to see you into a closer amount of time within the following week, my lovely. And hello, Angelina. Nice to see you, sweetie. So I'm going to have to say over here, my dear Water Fairy, it should go both ways, but it doesn't go both ways. If you don't say anything, you can't tell him back, yeah, but you don't tell me everything. He's just going to get more upset, even if you are right. No, I feel like you need to let him know, but it's entirely up to you. You can continue to date, just kind of see how things go. And if he's way too distant and nothing really happens, well, you can either just not tell him whatsoever or just tell him that you don't want to be with him. And that would be okay too. I need you to do whatever you feel is best for you. If you want to follow your values and you want to be really straight and like an open book and you don't want him to say, yeah, but you didn't tell me this or you didn't tell me that, I say be an open book. If he does love you and he doesn't want to be with you and he wants to take things really seriously, he's not going to let you go out and date other people. He will try to be more serious. He'll try to be more into your life, but he needs to know. So I'm going to say, if you are going to date other people, let him know and see what he's going to say. If he just kind of lets you go out and date other people, then I'm going to say, go out and date, my lovely, because maybe this is not the right one for you. I know you're right. I know you're right, sweetie. So what is going to happen altogether? Well, let me go and take out some more cards and see what's going to be popping on up for that. Let's go on to see. Hold on. So just one moment over here. Okay. All right. So what is going to happen, and how's he been thinking about you? Does he miss you? Does he miss you? He does. I have no doubt about it. But again, I don't quite feel like he's 100% ready for a relationship. So I feel like the thinking and the wanting and the desiring, it's somewhat on and off. Sometimes it's really powerful. It is there. And other times it's a little bit more slow. It's a little bit less there. So it's like a switch. Sometimes it's hot and spicy and it's got everything you want. And other times it's a little bit more into the low side. Has he missed you recently? I will say a yes, no doubt about it. What is going to happen? I'm actually going to have to say most likely that if you do tell him that, you kind of feel as though you guys do want to continue to date, but that you would like to see other people too at the same time. If he's not willing to commit to you at 100%, I actually feel like he's going to let you date other people, sweetie. It kind of sucks, doesn't it? I know, sweetie. Hello, my beautiful High Priestess. Thank you for your donation. Also, my lovely. Nice to see you again. My beautiful Water Fairy. Let me know, sweetie, if there's anything else I can do for you, beautiful. I know that you are a little bit into a pickle over here, sweetie. My dear Virgo, messages from Leo the Taurus. Let's go for it. Let's actually start off over here. So we are with Virgo, moving over to Carrie, Kimberly, Tika, and Maria are going to be the following readings. And then I will update the list as we are there. Thank you, my beautiful Maria, sweetie. I'll get all your questions at the same time, Maria, okay? All right, so what do we have? What is popping on up over here? Let's go see. Hello, Virgo. Thank you for waiting, beautiful. I'm sorry you had to wait. I want us to hold hands, and I want people to actually be watching us being together. Sometimes I worry that you might misinterpret what I'm saying, and I never, ever, ever want to hurt you. Also, Finessed, welcome, sweetie. I want you to know that I do, my dear Virgo, trust you with my secrets. Striving for you makes me feel more alive. And I'm not done. I'm going to switch up decks just in case you were thinking that I was done. I would not do that to you, sweetie. Let's go over here. Let's continue on. And voila. You are the one that I have been looking for my whole life. If we have done anything to you, my sweetie, if Leo the Taurus has done anything to you, he will, well, he or she anyways, they will make it up to you if you let them, and they promise you that they are going to be better towards you. Yes, I do want to be with you. You make my heart skip a beat, and I get butterflies whenever we do talk. Also, I would like you to know that I feel like we just kind of need to talk about absolutely everything. I'm still not done, Virgo. I would not make you wait all that time for just that. Let's continue. Let's go over here, and we'll take one last deck out after, so I'll use 4 in total. Here we go for the third one. I want to kiss you. I want you to know that I am kind of hiding my true feelings. I am always with you. I want you to know that you are always my biggest and best wish. Without you, my world would absolutely be dark. You are my first thought when I wake, and you're my last one before I go to sleep. I know, aren't they? I know. These Hallmark movies. I need to watch my Hallmark movies. I really do. Have not watched any yet. And let's go to this one over here, my dear Virgo. Here we go. Again, thank you for everybody who is watching, listening, joining, adding to this beautiful live, and anybody who was waiting so patiently. All right, so there are so many things that I do want to say to you. I also want you to know that I never ever want to disappoint you. Let's move on forward over here. I feel as though sometimes things are a little bit more complicated, but I'm more than ready to be with you now. I'm more than ready to move on forward. I have never felt such a strong connection. And whatever it is that you are thinking about, I want you to know that it is a yes. And sometimes I'm a really big mess, but I'm a big mess who loves you, sweetie. Thank you, Virgo. I appreciate it, my lovely. I am sending you so much love. Again, I thank you for your patience tonight. I really do appreciate it, sweetie. And thank you for joining us. If there's anything else, Virgo, that I can do for you, please do let me know. You can let me know into the chat area. I do keep my eye open for you, okay? I'm going to go and see our dear friend over here, Carrie, followed over after by Kimberly into the PayPal, Tika, and Maria 2 times. And then I will update the list. And so here we go. Hold on just one moment. Into the super chats, we still have Tika, Simran, Aneem, and 24, Susan, and a Kids World, Angelina, and High Priestess. Oh, hold on, Carrie. I have to log back in. It is playing games upon me. So hold on just one moment. I'm going to log myself back in. At least it's not asking me a zillion different questions. Okay. All right, so here we go. Maria, I have your questions also. Let me go see if I have Kimberly's questions at the same time. And I do also. Absolutely perfect. So Kimberly, I hope that you're not too far away. At this moment, I'm with Karen, and then I am with you. I'm just going to put this deck over here. Hold on, guys. And let's go for it. So, my beautiful Carrie, yes. Sag went down too, right? And he was talking to you. There you go. For interesting possible video for... Oh, well, okay. Why not? Yes, okay. But didn't go into detail. Okay. Let me go and see. So, okay, I am liking this. This is good. We knew that he was going to be opening on up. We knew that he was going to be reaching on out into the beginning of the week. So this is good. This is lovely. I'm liking. We're exactly where we're supposed to be, my beautiful Carrie. Okay, we are where we are supposed to be, but we would like to be somewhere else now, wouldn't we? We would like to be somewhere warm, and we would absolutely love him to actually be close to you now. So let's go and see over here. You say that it didn't really, we kind of wanted to do something tonight, but it just kind of fell on through. Nothing really happened, right? Didn't go into detail. Is there going to be anything that you're not going to be happy about? I don't quite feel, no, I don't feel like he's going to, you know, break any bad news to you, or he's going to do anything whatsoever. So I'm going to say, don't worry about it, sweetie. I do feel as though he most likely does have some questions. I don't know what these questions are, but I know that sometimes he has questions for you. I feel like he does have maybe 1 or 2 questions for you that he's going to want you to somewhat answer, but it is not in regards to you and him into your relationship. So I don't quite feel though that you're going to be having the type of nighttime type of video that you're thinking about. I feel like it's more going to be like talking, and I feel like he's got a couple questions. But is it going to be anything bad or anything that you need to worry about? Absolutely not. What was his request, right? No, he was not upset with you. What are his thoughts and feelings for you? And what is he doing this evening? So what are his thoughts and feelings for you? And what is he doing this evening? Well, here we go. Okay, so 9 of Cups followed out by our Temperance, also getting our Ace of Wands, 8 of Swords on the Moon. Sweetie, is he upset at you? Absolutely not. I do not see that whatsoever, my lovely. I feel as though he does still love you, still cares for you, still wants everything of the such. I do feel as though he doesn't, but that is nothing new. It is pretty much always into the cards. He doesn't know what his next move should be. And this is creating some stress into his life or into your life altogether, because when it creates stress into his life, he is a little bit more anxious. He stays a little bit more into the side, and it's just more difficult for him to actually talk to you because he stays away, right? So I'm actually going to have to say he loves you just as much as he always has, sweetie, and I don't feel as though anything has changed. I will take out some more cards and do a last verification before we do move on forward with our pendulum. But from what I can see, my beautiful Carrie, I don't feel like there's absolutely anything that you need to worry about. But he does have some questions a little bit into the line of either health or something into the future. But it has to do with questions that only you can answer. So something that is more spiritual. Something that you would know, let me put it that way, that somebody else would not necessarily know. From what I can see over here, I'm getting our Tower, also getting our 10 of Cups. We're wanting transformations. We're wanting some really big movements that are going to bring on in happiness, togetherness, being together, being happy, being in love. This is what we want at the very end of the day. It is complicated. We've got those challenges, but we're holding on to you, and we are quite happy to be with you in either kind of a way, sweetie. So even though the situation is not perfect, not everything is the way that you guys would both like it to be, he loves you and he cares for you, and he's not going anywhere. And I know that you're not going anywhere neither. Let's go and validate with our pendulum and beautiful Kimberly and Tika, followed out by Maria. You guys are the following readings. Let me go and see over here for Carrie. Does Sag love Carrie? Does Sag still want to be with Carrie? Does Sag miss Carrie? Is Sag cheating on Carrie? Is Sag going to announce any bad news to Carrie tonight? Is Sag, well, actually, let me know the month when Sag is going to be asking Carrie for a proposal, for a wedding proposal. I'm getting somewhere October, November of next year, so we're still into the fall, my lovely. Is Sag upset at Carrie at this moment? Absolutely not. Is Sag cheating on Carrie? Sometimes I like to ask questions twice, Carrie. Sending you so much love. You are good for the gold, sweetie. I wish for you tonight to have, the best time ever and more than what I'm saying. I really do. My dear Kimberly, you're thinking about letting Tom go. Oh, and giving Sean a chance. Okay, so we're letting one and going for another one. But Tom hasn't contacted you yet. So, okay. So maybe you should just move on forward with Sean. Okay, let's go and find that out, my lovely. Let's go see what's going on with these men. Here we go for our beautiful Kimberly. Up next is Tika and Maria again. So you're thinking about letting Tom go and giving Sean a chance. And giving Sean a chance. Tom hasn't contacted you, so maybe you just should kind of move on forward with Sean, right? Okay. Actually, no, I don't want to do that. Hold on, Kimberly. I changed my mind. I'm so sorry. I'm actually going to take 2 decks out, but I want to take 2 out. I want to take one out for Tom, and I want to take one out also onto the other side. Hold on. I want to take one out for Tom, and I want to take one out for Sean. First pile is going to be for Tom. Second one is going to be for Sean. So, what about Sean? What do we have? And this is going to be for Sean. So here we go, my beautiful Kimberly. Hopefully I'm going to be able to give you the answer that you're looking for. Hopefully that it is a suitable answer for you. Something I know that you're thinking more about going with Sean, but let's go see actually what's going on. I'm actually going to have to say, without even looking at, without really looking at Sean yet, I'm going to say, Tom, it could be a good idea to a little bit let him go. You know, Tom hasn't contacted yet, so maybe you should just go with Sean. I'm going to say most likely yes. I'm not going to say that Tom is not interested in you. I do feel as though we do have an interest, but I'm not too sure that our interest is deep enough to actually pursue the relationship altogether. I'm actually going to have to say I don't really feel as though he is going to be reaching on out from what I can see over here. I'm getting our devil in reverse position. Our judgment also. We seem to be kind of letting go of this connection altogether. So I'm going to have to say over here, I do not feel as though Tom is necessarily going to be contacting you. So I say don't even worry about Tom. Just move on forward if you want to move on forward to Sean. And look at that. Sean, beautiful cards coming on out, quite frankly. Look at that. Okay, we do have a couple of little challenges moving on forward because you're a little bit unsure, but you're here. You're thinking about it. What are you doing? You're thinking about being the Fool. Beautiful card, by the way, the Fool. It seems silly to say it like that, but it's a beautiful card because it allows you to jump on in, to go into adventure, to start something new. And that I love. So Spirit is telling you, go for it. Go with Sean. Move on forward. Why? Because Sean seems to be waiting for you. Yes. But Sean, does not really know how to move on forward. So he kind of needs you to make that movement. And what's going to happen into the very ending between you and Sean? I'm getting love. I'm getting relationship. I'm getting a union, a partnership. And I'm going to take a sip because of my cold. So definitely, no doubt about it over here. Beautiful. Let's forget about Tom. Let's move on forward with Sean. I don't feel as though Tom is going to be all that problemsome altogether. I feel like he's going to kind of disappear on his own self. I feel like he's already a little bit disappeared. And Sean is actually waiting for you. So go for it, my beautiful. I feel as though a beautiful, loving relationship is waiting for you with Sean. And onto that note, I'm actually going to have to say congratulations, sweetie. Let's go and see our beautiful friend Tika. After Tika, I'm going to go and see Maria, followed out by Jeremy, and then I'm going to move over to the super chats. So my beautiful Tika, oracle cards on what Melvin wants to tell you on his feelings. I got you, sweetie. I know, right? Goodbye, Tom. Yes. Tom's lost. Good for you, Kimberly. You go for it. You take that leap of faith, my beautiful. Yes, yes, and yes. Ah, Noonet. Nice to see you. What's going on? And you're being punked? What happened? Noonet. Maybe you need to send me an email, sweetie. I might miss it into the actual chat area. You need to let me know what is going on with you. How are you doing, my beautiful Tika? Here I was wondering, is Melvin on his way, sweetie? Because he was supposed to come on over around Christmas time, wasn't he? And you were waiting for him. All right, and you're wondering if he's going to come and see you and what was going on with all of this, and I really want it to be happening, so I'm excited for you. Let me go and see what he's feeling for you. I'm actually going to start with a Hermit deck, and we're going to move on forward. Okay. So let's go and find this out for our beautiful Tika. Maria is next, followed out by Jeremy. And after Jeremy, I'm moving over to Simran, Aneem, Anne, and Susan. Bernard has been emailing you, but he's more bold. Oh my God. I told you it was not over. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, so he's like sending you sexy pictures and stuff now, right? What are you going to do, Noonet? What are you going to do? I tell you, my beautiful, I know that you like Bernard. I know that you do, but I feel like you're going to be hurt again. I know. He just got caught again. There you go. You see? And he's not going to leave her. He is not going to leave her, Noonet. That's what's happening. All right. I think so, yes, for our beautiful Tika. I want you to know that I am ready. I am wanting this relationship. Now, the I am ready, my beautiful Tika, is the equivalent into a normal tarot of the Fool. And we were just talking about the Fool, how it is that leap of faith. It is about jumping on in, going to that new adventure, facing your fears, moving on forward, just kind of jumping into a place where you've wanted to be, but you've always a little bit been afraid of going to. This is it. So I'm ready. And I like that. Also, my life absolutely started when I met you. I want you to know that altogether, love is going to be the answer for us. And happiness, it is my utmost priority. Let's switch on up decks now. What are you going to do, Nunit? What are you going to do? Well, now you can't really do anything because he's been caught. He's going to stay hiding, ain't he? He can't get you off his mind. No, you're not into a lot of sexy stuff, right? You just enjoy the conversation. Okay, I got you, my beautiful Nunit. But it's still not over. He's going to be back. He's going to be back again, Nunit. I swear. I'm so glad to see you. We missed you, Nunit. All right, my beautiful Tika. I want to hold hands and I want people to be watching us. I want people to see us. Thank you for that, Liz Swanson. Thank you, everybody who's waiting. I sometimes worry that you might misinterpret actually what I'm saying, though. And I want you to know that I never, ever, ever, ever want to hurt you. I actually think that I might be addicted to you. Also, oh no, that is crazy. That is crazy. Oh, yes. Tika. Yes, 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 and yes. That is fantastic, Tika. I love, oh my God, the stress you must be having right now. All that stress, all that you must be thinking about. What am I going to be wearing? What am I going to be doing? What am I, what shoes, what shirt, what pant, what dress, what sexy clothing? What am I going to be doing? What am I going to be wearing? How am I going to act? You must be thinking about a zillion different things right now. Take it one step at a time. It is so exciting, Tika. The sun shines brighter when I suddenly remember something that you said to me. And sometimes I can tell what you're thinking before you've even said one single word. And here we go. I want you to know that I cannot go back to my old life now that I know you. I know. You're so nervous, right, Tika? I know, it is crazy. It is, oh, Tika, you've been wanting this for, I don't know what, like 6 months now? 6, 7, maybe a little bit more, right? It's been at least since this summer. So it's been a few months, my lovely. Maybe since April. I don't know why I'm getting April into my mind. I love this, beautiful. I love it, love it, love it. Let me take out another deck for you. You just deserve this love. You deserve this connection. This is not actually what I want. I want this one over here. So here we go. I want to see you. And I want to see you soon. All right, let's continue over here. I want you to know that I do absolutely love you. I do have some vulnerability insecurities though. So if you're stressed, well, you know what? He's kind of stressed too. Don't worry about it, sweetie. It kind of goes both ways, right? You do know me best, and I want you to know that I have been so missing you lately, sweetie. And it's been since summer, right? Okay, so I don't know. I had like June, but I also had April into my mind for some kind of reason. Oh my gosh, that's almost 6 months, Tika. It's half a year you've been waiting for this man to come and pop into your life, sweetie. Good for you. I love it. Oh no, that is bad, Nuna. Don't get mixed into that, sweetie. He's trying to save his marriage by having you put into this. That is horrible. That's not good. All right, Tika. I have never been so comfortable with somebody like I am with you. I just want to cuddle and I just want to kiss you. I also, oh, look at that. What do you want for Christmas? Christmas is on its way. I'm loving. And I don't know if this is going to happen or not, but we are thinking about it anyways. I'm not going to say that we're thinking about it. Well, I'm not saying that we're going to ask you right now, but we are thinking into the long run. I know, I know. Tika, my God, I am so happy for you, sweetie. Congratulations, and it is the best news ever. I cannot wait to see and to hear whenever he does pop on over. Yes, yes, and yes. Sending you so much love, Tika. I'm so happy for you. You deserve this love. You really do. Let's go and see, talking about love and romance, let's go and see Maria. I would also need our beautiful Jeremy. I need Jeremy to please post your questions also, my lovely. So Jeremy, please do go for it, okay? Let me do this. So Jeremy from previously, I know that you added it, but it was a little while ago. Please do post your questions for me. In the meanwhile, I'm going to see Maria with your 2 questions. So first one, you would like to know about Roberto today, since you did not, since I don't see him because it is Tuesday, and you're wondering if you thought or if there was anything new. Let's go find out. So here we go for our beautiful Maria, waiting for Jeremy C to, who paid by PayPal, to leave your question on through, please. So you would like to know about Roberto because you did not see him because it is Tuesday. But you'll be seeing him tomorrow. I know you're going to be seeing him tomorrow. I have no doubt about it, sweetie. And of course you're going to be talking yes, yes, and yes. So actually, let's go and start off with today. We'll move on to tomorrow after. I know that you miss him so much, sweetie. It's crazy how much you can miss somebody, right? Okay, so for the moment, what I can see for you, my beautiful Maria, you would like to know about Roberto. What's going on? Has he been thinking of you? Yes, and I feel like when he actually thinks about you, he actually feels a lot of comfort. He feels at ease. He feels a lot of tenderness. He is thinking back about beautiful shared moments that you guys have had together, and I feel like it just kind of brings him some peace. So has he been thinking about you? Absolutely. Has he changed his mind, though? I don't feel like he's changed his mind upon anything yet, but we will see. We will see. One step at a time. I'm going to go and take out another deck over here. Hold on. So if tomorrow you and him, are you guys going to talk more? Let's go and find it out. So are you guys going to talk more? I have no doubt about it. It's a yes. 3 of Cups, here we go. Celebrations, festivity, talking together, beautiful friendships, collaborations, Hierophant, thinking about you, spiritual connection, Divine Empress over here. We are thinking about you, and our beautiful King is thinking about making that step towards you. But when we are feeling mature, when we are feeling stable enough, and at this moment we do not feel as though we are stable enough to do so. But we want so much more from you. We believe that your energy, it is strong, it is beautiful. You just give him that want to get more and more and more with you. Your beauty is absolutely unconditional into his life. He actually just wants to be that magician for you. So, is he interested in anybody else? Does he want to be with anybody else? Absolutely not. Is he thinking about you? Absolutely. And are you speaking with him tomorrow? Absolutely. So, be your sexy self as usual, my lovely. And you say, what is it that is stopping Roberto from reaching out? Like, what is it, right? It's his stability, sweetie. That's what we just saw. It's really his stability altogether, and wanting to make sure that he's actually making the right decision at this moment. He doesn't want to rush things. He feels as though you guys have had a little bit of a change of direction, if you will, with this relationship into the last, I would say maybe 2-3 weeks now. And he's seeing the positive side into this. He's seeing that it is good, that it is nice, that it is enjoyable. He is liking this. He's liking the fact that you are there, that you're sexy, that you are more powerful, that you are independent, and that you're leaving him a certain amount of freedom at the same time. He's feeling comfortable within this. He is feeling loved and nurtured, and he just feels like you're a little bit of that power couple, and this he loves. But he wants to make sure that this is just not something that's going to be passing on by and it's just going to kind of fleet away after, which is why he is waiting a little bit more in order to make that move. Yeah, and no, he is okay, sweetie. He's really into his hermit mode at this moment because he's got a lot going on. I feel as though he is a little bit, honestly, I feel like he's overworked. I feel like for him, I don't know if he's putting too many hours in or if it's just those hours that he's doing is a little bit too much for him. There's too much going on. And I just feel like he is exhausted. He is exhausted onto the financial work, with work, with career. He is exhausted emotionally speaking. And this is another reason why he cannot necessarily reach out towards you, even though you're absolutely perfect as you are. He's not ready. And you know what they say, you need to love yourself, but you need to be comfortable with yourself, and you need to feel like you're available and you have that availability for the other person. And if you don't have it, then don't move on forward into a relationship. So he's actually being really, really quite wise. And I prefer this than him actually saying, okay, well, let's start off again, or let's have a fling, let something happen. You're going to be hurt. He's going to put you onto the side and so on. I'd rather him take his time. I'd rather you take your time. You're each taking your own position. You're understanding each other more. You're moving past and you're learning lessons and going through different challenges together that are going to make your relationship stronger. So I feel like even though it is a little bit of a torture at this moment, it is for the goodness of both of you guys all together. Let me just... I don't know why it unlogged me again. I'm going to go and see if Jeremy has written on back. And yeah, definitely you are going to be talking to him tomorrow, sweetie. I have absolutely no doubt about it. No doubt, my lovely. He did, my sweetie. You are going to be seeing each other. Yes, you're going to be seeing each other onto Friday, but I feel like you're going to be seeing each other tomorrow also. Yeah. Yes, I'm going to update the PayPal list also. I'm going to give everybody a little bit of an updated list over here, okay? I don't feel like there's anything else at this moment, my lovely. I feel as though he's just really working upon himself right now. There's a lot of love. There's a lot of desire. And I feel like we're excited. We're excited to see you. I feel like days whenever we don't see you, there's a little bit of sadness. There's a little bit of melancholy that is kind of mixed on in. So I'm loving. He loves you. He cares for you. And he is just, growing a little bit more deeper in love with you every single day. Okay, hold on over here. So, just one moment. So, yes, we do have Finessed, Beautiful Soul. And I'm looking for Jeremy right now. And we're going to be having Amy also through PayPal that are going to be coming on up. But I'm going to go into the super chat for the moment. But I'm going to start off over here and see what is going on with Jeremy. I know, speed up the love, right? Seriously, sweetie. I know, my beautiful. Is there anything that he really likes that you can do? Honestly, not really. Be independent, be loving, be caring, be listening, and just be your sexy, beautiful self, sweetie. Just go with the flow, go with the vibes. He doesn't like neediness. He doesn't like control. He likes openness and he likes sexiness. So be your sexy self and be into your beautiful power like I know that you can do. Now, do we have our dear friend? Hello, Toka fan. Nice to see you, sweetie. I am looking for Jeremy. Do we have Jeremy who has reposted? Let me just go see over here. I do not see Jeremy who has reposted anywhere. I'm going to move on forward a little bit higher up just in case. Okay, so I'm going to wait for Jeremy over here. Whenever Jeremy does appear, please do let me know, guys. Thank you so very much, my beautiful Maria. You are even more awesome than I am, sweetie. I'm wishing you the most loveliest day tomorrow. You go for it. Have beautiful dreams about Mr. Roberto. Okay, so Jeremy, no news. If you guys do see Jeremy, let me know. Otherwise, I will try to send Jeremy a message later on. Okay, so I'm actually going to move on forward over here then to Simran. Here we go, Simran, my lovely, followed out by Aneem and 24. Susan, A Kid's World, are going to be up next. Oh, Virgo, you're back, sweetie. Okay, thank you. So, Simran, what is coming towards you in general reading in the next 6 months, and what does Spirit want you to know? Here we go. Thank you, my beautiful Loth. Put a lot of pointy fingers so I don't miss it, sweetie. So, Simran Kerr, here we go. Thank you for that list, Juanson. So, I want to know over here, what do we have coming upon? What are you moving on from over here, Simran? You seem to be moving on from somebody, moving on from something. You're feeling a little bit unfulfilled into your current situation. This has something to do with love, by the way. I'm also seeing over here a certain collaboration. So work-wise, financially, you within the following 3 months are going to be either getting a promotion, working with somebody, you're moving on up is what I'm seeing. So more things, better things are coming in for you. I feel as though it is stronger, it is better, and it is financially going to be better for you also. So, so far, within the following 3 months, more abundance, more opportunities coming in from work. Love-wise, though, you seem to be leaving. You seem to be moving something onto the side. And again, I'm seeing you here, though, standing your ground. It's important for you to always stand your ground. I feel as though you're going to be in a lot of action, a lot of movement. And this movement, moving on forward, is going to bring you a lot of success. And it is just, you have the most and the greatest willpower and determination coming on into the following 2-3 months as you're collaborating, as you're moving on forward, as you're gaining more financially. You yourself are becoming more strong and you're moving towards that goal, which you are going to get, and you are going to be quite successful into it. So I'm going to say love-wise might not be the perfect moment, might not be the perfect thing altogether, but you do seem to be having a lot of success. Public recognition, achievements, beautiful self-confidence, victory. Honestly, I feel as though you're going to be somewhat triumphant altogether. So good for you. You seem to have an idea. You seem to be moving on with it. You're making the action and you're getting the results that you want at the very end of it. So fantastic. The only little thing that I see that might be a little bit off is in love. I don't really see that much really happening. I am sorry. I will take another sip. Let me go see if I see anything else coming up in love. Aneem and Susan, you guys are up next, okay? So, what do I have over here? The Strength, followed on over here by the sun. This is it. You seem to be having within the following 6 months somebody who is going to be giving you some information, and it's just going to clear the whole thing up. So if you're going to be, either there's somebody who is into your life, somebody within the following 6 months is going to be into your life. There's going to be a possibility of like of a relationship, of something happening, but there's going to be some conflicts, and I feel like you're going to be getting a lot of clarification, and this clarification is going to really just give you the idea that this is just not going to work out and you're just going to end up walking away. So this is what's going to be happening in love. Not too much success yet. Sometimes the unsuccess actually brings a lot of success coming on forward, because there are things that we have to learn, and who's to say which energy is going to change. It could change. It could become so much better, sweetie. So good news, financially speaking, more money, more collaboration, more advancement, standing your ground, moving towards what you want. And I absolutely love that. Do I see a breakup or just no movement with your current boyfriend? I don't see any movement is what I'm seeing. And the fact that I do not see any current movement seems to be making you want to kind of walk away. I don't feel like he's walking away. I just kind of feel like nothing is really happening. Everything is just completely stable. And you're kind of feeling a little bit left out. You're feeling a little bit left out into the cold. You're wondering what's going on. And you're looking for different solutions. I'm not going to say within the following 6 months that you are leaving. You are going to be looking for solutions. You are going to have a couple little conflicts here and there. you're going to be finding some solutions. But what's going to be really important for you to remember is whenever these conflicts actually arise into your relationship, talk about it and stand your ground. Don't just kind of let things go on by because you love your boyfriend and you want things to be okay, because you're going to repress them. They're going to come on back. They're going to create problems. Make sure that everything is clear. I don't feel as though you and your boyfriend actually have a clear plan about the future. And I feel like that is what is a little bit bothering you. And I don't see it happening within the following 6 months. But again, I don't see you guys breaking up. I do feel like you do love your boyfriend and he does love you too. We're just a little bit missing some clarity upon what we want into the next step. And I feel like that could be creating some problems for you. You could be wondering, asking yourself a lot of questions, wondering if he does truly love you and if he does truly want to be with you. And that could be where there could be a couple conflicts coming on in. But as I said, you will be able to find a way out of that. So it is going to be okay. No, the information coming on out is simply an information over here about the fact that we don't necessarily have a plan. We don't have a plan for what we want into the future. We want to be with you. We want to continue like this, but we can't necessarily tell you that we want to get married or we want to have children or anything of the such. It's really going to be like a day-to-day kind of a thing. And I feel like this is going to be like that for a little while. So there's no breakup, sweetie. I don't want to stress you out about that. You're going to have a little couple conflicts here and there, but it's normal. It happens in every relationship. It's just that I don't feel like you are getting necessarily the information that you would like. I feel like you would prefer within the following 6 months that he would say, you know, I do want to get married, or I do want to have children, or I want this, or I want that. But I don't feel as though we're going to be ready to be there, and you're going to be feeling a little bit left out because of that. But nothing much more, okay? Really, honestly, beautiful. I do not want you to be stressing out about that, okay? He loves you, sweetie. And what does Spirit want you to know? Let's go and find out what does Spirit want you to know. Let's go and see what does Spirit want you to know. Finesse, I have not forgotten about you, sweetie, and Amy neither. I'm just following the list, okay? Yeah, he's slow to move, right? But it's okay. Slow to move. As long as he loves you, sweetie, and you love him, everything is absolutely perfect. Don't worry about it. So, synchronizations are like spiritual breadcrumbs, and they are going to be leading your path. Now, also, what you do need to know is that your destiny is going to be calling. And when it does call, it's going to be time for you to answer. And that is in regards to your finances. It's in regards to work, my lovely. It's about in regards to that promotion. It's going to be coming your way. And stop doubting yourself, because you have accomplished so very much. And you also need to know that the cycle that you are in right now, it is complete. It is time to start a new one. So what are we doing? We're looking for promotions. We're looking for more money. We're looking for more advancement within love. And that's what you're going to be doing slowly. But you do need to know that those setbacks, a little bit like your man who's a little bit slow, is actually going to bring you and spring you forward. So good for you, my beautiful. Let me know if there's anything else I can do for you. And I am sending you so much love. Everything is going to be just perfect, sweetie. I promise you. Aneem, lovely. Aneem and 24. When will Yvonne F. return your stuff to you? Let's go see if we are going to be returning it. And thank you for waiting so patiently. Up next is going to be Susan, A Kid's World, Angelina, and High Priestess. After High Priestess, I'm going to go and see Finesse. It is my pleasure, lovely. Thank you for being here tonight. So, Aneeman 24, when will Yvonne F. return your stuff to you? Let's go and find out. Wheel of Fortune. No, we're not planning. Yvonne is not really planning on returning anything. We're trying to have the strength to do so, but we're not able to do it. Therefore, we're not going to be doing it. We're not planning it, sweetie. I'm going to take out another deck, but I'm going to say we're not bringing you your stuff. You might have to go and get it, my lovely. I'm sorry, beautiful. I would hate to say that. I want to tell you, Yvonne is going to come and bring some stuff within the following week or 2 weeks or a month or whenever it is, but I don't see it. I'm seeing everything in reverse. And why? Because we're trying to gain our strength. I don't feel like we have the actual courage to come and bring you your things. So we are thinking about it. We are looking for the courage, but are we going to be doing it? Absolutely not, sweetie. Yeah, he's a Sagittarius. He's not doing it, sweetie. So Yvonne is not returning your stuff. He's going to be stubborn, my lovely. If you want your stuff back, you're going to have to go and get it. I'm sorry, my beautiful. I hate to tell you that, my lovely. Hopefully he'll change his mind. If you're able to contact him, to talk with him, to say something to him, to say, could you really just bring my stuff into a nice and friendly kind of a way? Maybe he, or even just kind of bring it when I'm not there, maybe if we're too afraid to see you or whatever the reason is, we don't have the courage for. Maybe you'll be able to get your stuff that way. Sending you so much love, sweetie. Susan, it is your turn, my lovely. Like he wants to keep you. Well, honestly, thank you, my beautiful. You have one more question, lovely, and thank you. What is your question, sweetie? What is your question? Let me know well, just wait a moment for your question, my sweetie, and I will be with you, my beautiful Carrie. Thank you, sweetie. And you already tried, right? Okay, so I'm actually going to have to say, let me take out a couple of little cards over here and see. Maybe we're just really kind of upset. Let's go and find out. Okay, so what do we have over here? Yeah, you see, moving on forward, isolation. Honestly, I feel as though we have absolute shattered dreams. We are really, really unhappy. We're really frustrated. And we're not ready to move on. So do we still want to hold on to you? Absolutely. But at the same time, it's a mix of we don't want to let you go and we're upset. We're upset. We're like revenging is what we're doing. Yeah, he just ignores you, right? Because he's upset at you. He's upset. He's revenging is what he's doing right now. Yeah, really, seriously. What's going on? Why are you so stressed out, my beautiful Carrie? My beautiful Aneem, sending you so much love, sweetie, so much. I hope you get your stuff back. I don't know what it is exactly that Ivana has of yours. Hopefully it is not of great value. My dear Susan, 1:41 and 40 seconds, 1:41:40. What is Andrew thinking and feeling about you? And how was my godmother and everyone going to act when they found out that I'm having a baby? And they don't know yet. Okay, let me go see. I know, Aneem. I know, right? Oh my God. We're revenging against you is what we're doing. I know. Let's go and find that out, my beautiful. How are we going to be feeling about that, Suzanne? So what is Andrew thinking feeling about you, and how was your grandmother? I'm going to actually go and see what is going to be happening, where everybody is going to be finding on out, and I'm going to go and see how Andrew is thinking about you, but with another deck, okay? And let's go see. So here we go. My beautiful, we're going to be feeling over here as though we are completely unprepared. It's going to come out as being somewhat of a shock. We are going to be shocked, and we're just going to feel like, you know what? Why did you hide this from us is what we're figuring out, right? Why are you hiding this from them is what they're wondering. They're going to feel as though this is shocking. It is surprising. Why did you hide the whole thing? Because I'm getting a lot of hidden information, and you just kind of self-impose. You just kind of put yourself a little bit into a barrier, into a place where, they feel like it was not necessary for you to do that. I feel like you're a little bit torturing yourself a little bit into a waste, Susan. And I hate to say it because I don't want you to feel tortured into all of this. But I feel as though we are feeling like you're putting way too much pressure upon yourself, that it's taking a long time before you said, what is going on, and that you are pregnant, you're going to be having a baby, and so on. We don't really like the fact that you have isolated, that you have been kind of lonely into all of this, and you just kind of withdrawn yourself. We would have much preferred the actual truth and a breakthrough of it. Are we necessarily always all that happy about it? Not necessarily, because we do really feel like it is shocking. We're not expecting this, and we feel like it's a little bit last moment. We feel like it was unprepared, and we're wondering if this is truly something that you did want and that you would like to have. So we are a little bit onto one side, a little bit worried about if this good for you? Is this truly what you do want? And on the same side, we're a little bit hurt because it did take so long before actually telling us what is going on, and that you hid that from us. So we're going to be a little bit shocked by the whole thing altogether, sweetie. Is it going to be okay? Absolutely. But we're going to be shocked and a little bit sad that you didn't really, tell us beforehand. Let's go see how he is feeling towards you, my lovely. So what is Andrew thinking and feeling about you? Oh, Carrie, for a bit, right? Thank you, my dear Zane. Oh, no, Carrie. Oh, my gosh. I would not do that neither. No, 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 no. Yeah, no, forget about that. I wouldn't know. Yeah. I will check that out, sweetie. I know that he does get upset quite quickly, my beautiful Carrie. Susan, my lovely. We love you. We feel as though we're into a position where, you know what, we can't turn back, and we can't. But that being said, I'm not saying it because I want to say that something bad is going to happen, that we're feeling stuck into a situation that we can't get out of. Absolutely not. What I'm seeing over here is that we are into a position where, you know what, we have now bonded. We are into this place together. We have a future. We have a baby onto its way. We have so many things together that it is a little bit of that point of non-return, but we're really happy for it because it's what we've been wanting for so very long. So, I mean, we do love you, and we love the situation that we're in, even though sometimes I know that you are, you do worry about it a lot. And you say, do I have anything to worry about Andrew? You see, said that he was going to send you some money, and he gave his ex-wife a whole lot and then sent you so little. Okay. Let's go and see. My beautiful. So do you have anything to worry about Andrew? Because he said he was going to give you some money, and then he gave a whole lot to the ex, but not a lot to you. All right. I kind of feel like exes sometimes we don't really have all that much choice to give them a certain amount of money. Sometimes it is, with the court and everything, but I feel as though you most likely do know about that. And there could be some manipulation that is into the whole deal also. But what I'm actually going to have to say, is there anything that you need to worry about? Absolutely not. I just kind of feel like at this moment, this is what he gave you. It's what he believed that maybe was good for you. But I do believe that he is going to be giving you more. So it was like a little bit, if you will, of I'll call it an installment. I'll put it that way. We're giving you a certain amount, and into a little bit of time, we're going to be giving you another amount. The ex-wife, I feel as though maybe we needed to. There was something going on. We had some type of arrangement that we were going to be giving that, so we did it. But with you, you're not somebody who was just kind of passing on by. You're always there. So this was like a one type of an installment, if you will, but others will be coming. And please don't worry. If ever you do need anything whatsoever, Andrew is always there for you. He will, help you out. He will give you that money. He will try to be there for you as much as possible. So my beautiful Susan, do you need to worry about anything in the such? Absolutely not. I feel as though he thought that whatever it is that he did send you was enough, was okay. But if it was not okay and it was not enough, or you're kind of feeling bad about the whole thing, it could still be good for you. I'm all for communication. It's not an easy thing to do, but it could still be a good thing for you to say, you know what, maybe I needed a little bit more or something as such. And he'll give it to you, sweetie. He definitely will. He does not want you to think that he is giving more to the other, or that anything is really going on, that he has any, choices, that he prefers one towards the other. It is absolutely not the whole deal. He really did believe that what he sent you was okay for, the necessary needs that you had. He loves you, sweetie. He doesn't want to hurt you into any kind of way. I promise you. My beautiful kids world, your candy business, is it going to start small? Let's go and see. Angelina, you are up next, followed out by High Priestess. So, candy business. Let's go find out. Your candy business, should you start big or small? And is it going to take off fast? So, yes, Angelina, High Priestess. Virgo are up next, followed out by Finessed. After Virgo, I'm moving back over to Finessed and Amy before moving over to Toka, Carrie, and Zane. So, Wheel of Fortune, here we go. So, my beautiful, are things really going to move on forward? Hello, my lovely. Thank you for waiting so patiently, sweetie. And I love your candy business. I know it's something that you've been thinking about. You had so many different ideas, so many different thoughts about all different kind of businesses. And I love this one because I know, like, Leo had a lot of ideas and everything, but they were not necessarily your idea. They were not necessarily your passion. And this seems to be calling out your name a little bit more. So good for you, sweet. Now, is it going to be taking off really, really quite quickly? Not quite at this moment, sweetie. I'm going to say it's going to start off more small. There's a lot of things that are coming into play. It's not necessarily the business. It's not necessarily the product itself or you or the publicity altogether. I feel as though at this very moment, I mean, if you were starting it off right now at Christmas time, could be a perfect time. But if you're starting it off, it depends a little bit when you're actually going to be starting it off. If you start off somewhat soon, there is still somewhat, the economy is a little bit complex at this moment. So I will say altogether, are you going to do good? Yes. Are you going to be happy with it? Absolutely. Is it going to start big? No. I'm going to say it's more going to start small, and then you're going to have increments. Sometimes it's going to go really, really, really quite good, and it's going to be absolutely fantastic for like 2-3 weeks, and then you're going to fall right back down. You're going to be having some periods also where for 2, 3, 4 months, it's going to be absolutely great. Take that money, put it a little bit aside, because then you're going to follow on through with another 3-4 months where it's going to be a little bit more slower. You're still going to sell, but it's just not going to be that time, like vacation time and everything, where everybody is gone. Everybody's not really there. It's not necessarily going to be your season. So, is your candy business going to start big or small? I will say small. Afterwards, it's going to go a little bit into different type of cycles, sweetie. But are you going to be successful in it? Yes. Are you going to be passionate about it? Are you going to love it? And is that the right decision for you to do? Absolutely. I absolutely can, my beautiful kids world. Let's go see what's happening for you for this week. So let's go for it over here. Okay, tired over here of juggling. What are you tired of? Well, maybe you're tired of juggling Leo, right? Maybe you're tired of juggling Leo. Maybe you're tired of juggling Cancer, who's a little bit around at the same time. There's a lot of things that you might be tired over here that just kind of seem to be playing upon. What you need to know is that your luck is going to change. Things will change. You are loved and you are cared for with Leo. You definitely are. I feel like you're making progress. You're looking towards your future and you're taking one step more this week towards your plans, towards your future. So, I know, right? Honestly, I feel like you need to stop juggling. Whatever it is you're juggling about, may it be Leo, may it be somebody else, may it be something else into your life, you need to stop it. You need to stop being all over the place because it is absolutely drowning you, a kid's world. You need to get rid of it. Take yourself one single plan, one single thing, move on forward with it, because that is what is going to bring you that goodness. That is what's going to bring happiness. That's what's going to make you, when you go to bed at night, fall asleep peacefully, have beautiful dreams, wake up into the next morning, be excited about your day, move on forward, be passionate, have that beautiful job that you love. This is what is going to do it. But you need to stop juggling. You need to stop being all over the place. There's too much going on this week, too much. You're exhausted, you're tired. All you want to do is look towards what your plans are and what you want. You want to be loved. There's still some type of a question over here with Leo. What are we going to do? The choice is haunting you. It is bothering you. You love him. You want to be with him. But there's a lot of problems that come along with him. And you don't really know what to do about it. That is still just into the cards altogether. Spirit is telling you, rest, 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 and rest. Try to concentrate your energy right now upon your success, upon your work, upon financials. More ideas are going to be coming on in towards you, and with those ideas, with you concentrating on one single thing instead of juggling everything at the same time, you're going to be successful. If you go all over the place, you're going to end up going all over the place into your thoughts and into your actions, and you're not going to get what you want at the end of the week. I know you're tired of both of them, aren't you? You feel like you're over, I know, and you need to get over this anger. That's what you got to do. Got to let it go. You got to start concentrated on you, my beautiful kids world. You, and you. What do you want? What do you deserve? What do you want into this month of December? What do you want into the month of January? Put yourself some goals, move along with it. And I feel as though you need to make some type of a plan also with Leo. What do you want with Leo? What does Leo need to do so he can stay into a relationship with you? What is acceptable? What is not? No more just kind of standing. I'm so sorry. Pardon me. No more, just kind of going all over the place and trying to figure out, what's really happening with Cancer? What do I do? How do I move on forward? Is there still feelings? Because or else you're going to be caught into that forever. You're not going to be able to get out, sweetie. Angelina, messages from the universe. Absolutely, my lovely. Let's go for it. What does the universe have to say to you? Angelina, followed up by High Priestess Virgo and Finesse and Amy. And then Toka, Carrie, and Zane. Thank you, Lilith. All right, so here we go. My beautiful Angelina, stop stressing about it. Everything is going to work out exactly as it should be. Thank you, Maria, sweetie. I'm getting my little girl's cold. It's not I got my little girl's cold. I did. And today, it had been like 2 days that she, had her cold, and she was seeming good this morning. And then this cold started back. I'm like, oh my gosh, the cold's not over, which means it's going to be, continuous for me too. All right. Now, my beautiful Angelina, you may be making choices based off emotion. What you need to do is you need to pause and you need to reflect all together. Also, somebody over here wants to open the X-Files. If you are willing to open up any of those X-Files, you need to proceed but with great caution. Be very careful. Unexpected money also seems to be coming on in for you. And look at that. Let go of the old because new is coming on in. And we were just talking about those exes, weren't we? That there's an ex who's going to be coming on in. Thank you, my beautiful kids world. Sending you so much love. You've got this, sweetie. I mean, Rome was not built into one day, sweetie. It's going to take some time, but take it one step at a time and just take one bite at a time. It's like if you've got a huge sandwich, you can't take it all in one bite, can you? You got to take a bunch of little ones. Take a bunch of little ones. Every little bite is going to bring you that much further. It's going to give you that much more. So don't give up, sweetie. Angelina, let's continue, my sweetie. Also, I'm getting a message over here by the universe that you need to be diplomatic. You need to be compassionate altogether towards people that are around you. You need to speak your truth to them through your light, through your beautiful purpose. You need to remember to maintain harmony within you. Make yourself happy. And so that you can bring that out to the universe is going to send that right back to you. You also need to know that you are one with the universe. Message 000. Now, you are being watched over because you have the most amazing ability to manifest every single thing that you want and that you desire. So since you have that ability, the universe is asking you to actually move on upon it. Go forward, sweetie. Sending you so much love, my beautiful Angelina. Let me know if there's anything else I can do for you, lovely. My dear High Priestess, what is going to happen if you go to DC for New Year's? What is going to happen, sweetie? I say go for it. Let's go see. Is love popping on in? What's coming on up for you? So High Priestess and Virgo, you guys are up next. What's going to happen if you go to DC for New Year's? What's going to happen if you go to DC for New Year's? What is going to happen over here? King of Pentacles, reverse position, Two of Swords. Questions are actually going to be happening. Interesting, isn't it? Yeah, we seem to be putting some effort into something that we don't really know what it's going to bring. Okay. Before I took out the cards, I said, I spoke way too early. I'm like, what's going to happen if you go to DC? It sounds interesting. Why not go for it? But I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to say okay. Here we go. Now I'm just sounding confusing. there's going to be a little bit of a fight. There's going to be a conflict. High Priestess, I don't know if you're going over there to meet somebody, if it has anything to do in love. Thank you, my beautiful Angelina. But if it has anything to do with love, High Priestess, and if it doesn't have anything to do with love, well, love is going to pop on in. Why? Because from what I can see, a decision needs to be made. Something needs to be decided. We're going to be wanting to put a lot of work towards something. We're going to have a fight. We're going to have something that's going to happen that is going to change absolutely everything. So, should you go to DC? Yes. You're going to have an argument. You're going to have a fight. But out of the argument, out of the fight, you're actually going to be getting a union. You're going to be getting love. And you're going to be getting what you want. Two of Cups, union, partnership together. So yes, there will be a little bit of a moment of a little bit less happiness, a little bit more frustration, but that is just going to leave the place for a better future, more openings, more decisions, more groundings. And for that, I absolutely love. So if you go to DC for New Year's, you're going to have a fight. You will. But it's going to open up beautiful new doors with love. So I say, why not? Go for it, High Priestess. Let me go see. Hold on, Maria. Okay, just one moment. Virgo, what are Leo's intentions? You're long distance, but you really do like him, right? And you want to know what's going to be happening. Let's go see. So here we go for our beautiful Virgo. Maria, I'm going to answer you right before I actually move on forward to Finesse, okay? All right. So here we go. The donations for tonight are closed for the moment, my beautifuls. But we will be back tomorrow. Same place, same time. Again, anybody who is not used to the way that we function, we answer every single person that is here and who has donated until the end of the live. So do not worry, okay? So here we go. Beautiful Finesse, you're going to be coming on. It is my pleasure, Maria. So Virgo, what are Leo's intentions? You are long distance, but you really do like him, right? What is going to be happening over here? You need to find a perfect balance within this relationship because, yeah, you are a little bit long distance and it is a little bit complicated. But you know what? And I've said it before, but I don't think you were here, so I'll say it because you've never heard it. Long distance relationships, they do truly, they're more complicated, but they truly can work out. It doesn't change really all that much, lovely. So I'm going to say go for it in either kind of way. Why? Because yes, it is a little bit more complicated at this moment, but if you're able to keep the connection open, if you're able to continue to talk, continue to keep it alive, continue to keep it, if you want to make it, sexy, may it be with talk, maybe with video, may it be just with messages. It doesn't really matter what it is that you're doing. As long as you're continuing this type of intention, this type of relationship, good things can happen. Why? Because as you're asking, what are Leo's intentions? Because you are long distance, and I'm going to say everything is possible. And yes, we do have a little bit of a balancing act that we have to do over here to make everything just okay and work the way that we would like it to. But my dear gosh, I'm getting over here with beautiful patience that he is going to make some romantic proposal to you. He's going to offer something to you, an invitation, and we're just going to start. He's going to start taking action and more action towards you because he wants to follow his heart. He is just as interested into this relationship as you are. So believe into it, put the effort into it, and you will see that you are going to reap the beautiful rewards from it, my beautiful. So Virgo, please don't let no distance stop you. This could be a beautiful relationship building itself, sweetie. Before I go and see over here, Finesse, Maria, let me go and see. And Finesse, I do have your question here. Perfect. My beautiful Amy, I would need you to post me your questions also, lovely. So Amy, please do post your questions. And Jeremy, that we lost a while ago, if you're still somewhere around, let us know. Okay, so what do we have? Let's go for it. So you would like to know if you guys are going to hang out again, like outside of work altogether. For the moment, patience is necessary. I don't see you guys, you know, being together and hanging on out until you guys are actually a couple again. So I'm going to have to say no onto that one. Not until you guys start dating again, which will most likely be into the beginning of the new year. So thank you so very much, my beautiful finesse. And thank you for letting me know that it is Jason, sweetie. All right, so I'm definitely going to have to say for you over here, Maria, other than the actual dating, being together and starting over again, I don't feel like you're going to hang out just as friends. I feel like whenever it starts up again, it's really going to start on up more into a romantic type of a fashion, sweetie. But my beautiful, don't be all down, sweetie. Oh my gosh, go get yourself a beautiful love movie, sweetie. Know that you're loved, that you're cared for, that he's thinking about you, that he's wondering about you, that he's desiring you more and more. And think about your beautiful day for tomorrow, sweetie. Please do so. Yeah, you need to keep working on it, lovely. Love takes time. It's complicated. Toka fan, is it a possibility for you to please repost your question for me? If so, I would really, really appreciate it. In the meanwhile, I'm going to go and see Finesse, and I'm going to actually go and see also, hold on. So Finesse, let's go see what's going on with Jason. What's up with the Libra, right? Yeah, okay. What's going on with him? What's up with the Libra? So here we go for our beautiful Finesse. And thank you for waiting, sweetie. You came on in a little bit of a chaotic moment, but here we go. Yeah, okay. He is moody, really, really sensitive altogether. Financially speaking, I feel like he's actually trying to get more stability into his life, so he's trying to concentrate a little bit more upon work. Is he ready for a relationship? Not really. I just kind of feel like he's a little bit too overwhelmed by emotion. I don't know what exactly happened with you guys over here. Let me take out some more cards. I feel like he's trying to be mature. He's trying to be more balanced, but he's kind of like completely off. Things are not quite well. Let's go see. And I don't feel like he's really up to making any excuses or anything of the such. So let's go see. Hold on. Let me just go do this like this. At the same time, I'm going to make sure that all is good into our PayPal. And yes, everybody's going to be answered, on exception of our beautiful Amy. So what is happening? Okay, so here we go. What is happening over here, and why are we doing this, right? All right, let me just go down over here, and voila. Thank you so very much, Toka fan. Truly do appreciate it, sweetie. I'm still looking for our beautiful Amy, though. I don't know where Amy went. She had sent in another donation. I don't know where she disappeared to. Thank you, Toka fan. I appreciate it, my lovely. You're going to be up next. So, yeah, we are looking over here, my beautiful Finesse, quite frankly. We're getting a little bit of a reality, a little bit of a clarity. I feel as though we have a lot of big changes coming on in, a lot of opportunities, and we just kind of really want to jump on in. We're having problems right now, just kind of trying to adapt ourselves to really just kind of be there. We're juggling a lot emotionally, we're juggling a lot financially, and we're just kind of feeling a little bit trapped, a little bit restricted, and we don't really know what to do. We're feeling as though we have a little bit of our hands tied, and we don't quite know what to do because we have a lot of anxiousness. For some kind of reason, I feel as he is feeling some type of a pressure over here, and he doesn't quite know what to do with that. Since he doesn't really quite know what to do with it, I kind of feel like he's a little bit distancing himself. He's being a little bit off of what he usually should be. So for the moment, I'm actually going to have to say for this relationship altogether, yeah, no, Amy or Jeremy, right? All right. Well, Amy is usually here. She might pop on in before we finish. Thank you, my sweetie. So I'm going to have to say, my beautiful finesse, this relationship as for the moment with Jason, I know that we're still holding on to you. We have not let go of you. You are somebody who is important into our life, but I don't feel as though we are ready for a relationship. I feel as though we're afraid. We have too much going on into our life and we're not ready for this. And I feel like we're afraid of telling you that we're not ready for a relationship, because if we tell you that, you're going to end up believing us, which by being distant and not really doing anything, we're going to end up losing you anyways. But anyways, into Jason's mind, this is what is happening. If you have any other questions, my beautiful, please do let me know, sweetie. Please do so. So we are looking for Amy and we are looking for Jeremy at this moment. And I'm going to go and see Tokafan over here right now. So Tokafan, how did PS feel after he saw you today? Or like his overall thoughts? You had a casual conversation. Okay. A coworker, right? Oh, I like that. And your initials is it. I got you, sweetie. Okay, perfect. I love that. Let's go see. So here we go for Tokafan, followed out by Carrie. You're going to go and see what's happening over there. And Zane. So let's go and see. Tokafan, how did PS feel after he saw you today? How did we feel? Hey, I like it. Very first card coming on out, Tokafan. You're going to like it too. It's about progress. So it's about how with our Knight of Pentacles, but reverse position, we're not, and it's a good thing that we're in a reverse position, because otherwise we're just kind of coming on in and we're kind of leaving on out, and that's not what you want. So it's actually about a progress. The progress is moving on forward. It is a little bit slow, but it is there and it is moving. So we were actually really quite happy to see you. I feel as though we actually take these little meetings that we have whenever we do actually get to see each other and we have a little bit of a conversation. I feel like we're taking them a little bit for granted. Quite frankly, whenever we don't have them, I feel like we're a little bit sad. So we really truly do enjoy them, but we don't quite have the courage to ask for anything else or to do anything else at this moment. So yes, we are a friend, and yes, there is a possible interest. I have absolutely no doubt about it. I'm gonna have to say over here, I know that you need to give this friend and co-worker more attention. You need to give more care. So make sure that your interest is well known, that is well set out, and I feel like that is going to actually bring in more fluctuation. Things are going to actually start moving a little bit closer to you. You're going to see that the motivations are different. You're going to see that we're going to start to talk to you maybe a little bit into a different way. We're going to maybe show a little bit more interest. So make sure that your interest is there, that is shown without actually, being too blunt about the whole thing, because it is your friend / coworker. So nobody is going absolutely anywhere. I feel as though we are happy, we are satisfied, we absolutely love whenever we do see you, and we would like to have more. Yes, yes, and yes. And I feel like, when we don't see you, we actually feel like when we don't have that time spent together, when we're not able to talk, that we miss each other. And, anyways, I don't know about you, but I know that as for him, he thinks about you and he wonders what you're up to or what you're doing, and he has all different kind of thoughts that cross his mind also, and he wonders, could you be interested also? Is it just, maybe a fiction of his imagination altogether? So a lot of thoughts, a lot of are the illusions are not kind of going through your mind and going through his mind, but I feel as though time is going to be able to stabilize emotions and motions coming on through, behaviors coming on through are going to be able to stabilize this relationship and maybe just really just kind of switch it on up for some dating, sweetie. Confirmation for you, right? I'm going to check it out, my beautiful finesse, for a general career, sweetie. Absolutely. I'll do that right away, my lovely. So, my beautiful Tokafan, please do let me know if there's anything else. I'm going to say that we have a very high interest towards you, but we're not quite ready to make any moves. So let's just continue to show that interest. Let's enjoy the ride as we're going on through it, and let's just see where this is going to bring you. But the interest is there, either on your side, it's also on his side. Enjoy, my beautiful. Sending you so much love, and it was absolutely lovely to see you tonight, sweetie. My beautiful finesse. Yes, let's go and see what's going on over here into a general career for you. What is happening? Carrie, I'm going to come and answer you after. And Zane. We still have Amy, who is missing, right? All right. So here we go. Let's go see for our beautiful finesse. And I thank you again for waiting. Lovely. What is happening over here for you career-wise? What do we have? King of Wands, Knight of Wands. Actually do have some happiness, but not quite getting what it is that you want, but you're not going anywhere. Okay, sweetie. For the moment, not too much is really going to be happening. Not too much modification whatsoever. You are being watched, though. You are being... well, it's kind of sounds scary when I say you're being watched, doesn't it? You are being surveilled. Or, anyways, the attention is brought upon you. Honestly, you truly are. Yes, thank you, Lilith. Yeah, I know, right? Let's put that investigation goggle on. I'm gonna say over here, there is absolutely no doubt about it. For the moment, I don't see all that much really happening towards you, for you, my beautiful finesse. But coming on up into the future, you are going to have something that is going to be offered to you, wherever it is that you're working, whatever it is that you're doing at this moment. I feel as though better things are going to be offered, but you do need to leave it, I'm going to say about 4 or 5 months. And that is where you're going to be into your complete and utter power. That being said, whatever is going to be offered to you, I do have a little bit of a parenthesis. I do have a little bit, if you will, of a downside to it. You're going to have to ask for it. You're going to have to ask either for a raise or a better position or something more. And if you do ask for it, then you will receive it and you will get it. But you're going to have to wait maybe about 3-4 months. And that is where I see that something is going to be coming on in for you that would be better, that is going to bring more abundance and more success into your life. But for the moment, I'm going to say it's more about stagnation. Just make sure that whatever it is that you're doing, that it is nice, that it is strong, because I do feel as though you are somewhat being watched. You are somewhat being evaluated into some kind of way, if you will, for something good coming on up into the future. My beautiful Carrie. My beautiful Carrie. Let me go and get back to your question over here. Let me just go back up. So you're worried that this is going to be creating a conflict, right? Is basically what I'm getting over here. Okay, so what do we have? And you feel like this is just creating somewhat of an issue. Is it going to be creating an issue altogether? Let's go see. Okay. And let me go back over here. Thank you so very much, my beautiful finesse. I truly do appreciate it, sweetie. Come back and see us soon. And in the meanwhile, wishing you a lovely evening. Thank you again for your patience. My beautiful Carrie, what is happening over here? Let's go see. I'm getting the Fool followed out by 9 of Pentacles. Is he going to be upset at you? Yes or no? He's going to be a little bit disappointed. Is he going to be upset? Not quite. He's going to be disappointed. But you know how he is. I don't feel like he's going to stop. Honestly, when he's upset at you, he can just kind of go away for like a week and, you know, more. And I know that he can do that, but I don't feel as though that is going to be happening. I'm going to have to say over here that, yes, he is disappointed, but I don't want you to freak out. I don't want you to be upset. I don't want you to not sleep tonight. I don't want you to think that everything is over and that he hates you and that he's upset with you and that everything, you know, nothing is going to happen again. Absolutely not. It's really important into this relationship at the same time. You know, he does love you and you do love him. What do you do when you love somebody? You respect them, right? You respect what they want, their desires. You're able to communicate. Sometimes you're able to come to some type of a compromise. But in other domains, other things, there's just no compromise that is really possible. If this is not something that you wish to do, And if he does truly love you, then he will not be upset with you. He can be disappointed, no doubt about it, but he can't bring that upon you. He can't be upset at you and nothing of the such. So I'm going to say, I know that he is a little bit stubborn. I know how he is. He could be a little bit distant for a couple of days because he could be a little bit showing his protestation against you, which I feel is wrong, but I feel like he is going to be doing anyways. But is there going to be a big conflict or anything to such? I don't feel so. So I'm going to say altogether, I feel like you're going to be okay. And my dear Zane, how does husband feel after you opened up to him more in detail about how you and him can work out better and what are his thoughts? Well, that is perfect. That is perfect. Honestly, you have the most perfect opening, the most perfect beginning to everything. I love it. Okay. We're going to be moving on forward to Juanson after, and then we'll be ending the reading. So Lilith, I can say, I believe you can close, Lilith. Yes, and Juanson also, sweetie. So here we go with Zane. How did husband feel after you opened up to him more in detail? Actually, I feel like sometimes we're a little bit afraid. You scare him sometimes. You really, really do, sweetie. You scare him because you're strong. You utilize your power. You move on forward and you say what's going to happen, even though you believe that it could create a conflict. It could create a tower moment. You still believe that you've got that power. You must say what it is and things can happen. So, altogether, he's a little bit wondering how to reply to this or what really to say altogether. He's always a little bit shocked when you do end up doing something like this, when you open up really all that big like that and you just kind of lay all your cards down. He's a little bit shocked because sometimes he wonders, okay, yes, how you guys can work out better. Absolutely. But sometimes he doesn't always necessarily agree upon the solutions that you might have, but he's a little bit afraid of telling you. Also, another problem is that, yes, sometimes he doesn't always agree with the solutions that you might have, but the problem being is that he doesn't necessarily have a solution to bring upon to have some type of a compromise, which creates a little bit of a problem moving on forward. I feel like it's more important for him to talk even more to you about all of this, about these feelings. Again, he admires the fact that you have these ideas, that you move on forward, that you communicate about it. And if this relationship ends out working, it is. Both people are into the relationship, of course, but it is greatly because of you. Because if you don't communicate and you have not done every single thing that you have done, he's not able to do it as well. He's not able to come up with all those solutions and all those thoughts as much as you do. Therefore, the relationship would not be where it is right now. So you're necessary. You're a little bit of that pillar into the relationship, and he counts on you to find those solutions and those ideas. But sometimes he's a little bit afraid about them because he doesn't always agree upon them. So I will say you do install a little bit of doubt, a little bit of a thought and a wonder into his world. But I feel like that is just great. The more thoughts that you put into his mind, the more he's actually able to take that thought and that idea, maybe try to modify it and bring it upon to you into some type of a compromise into the future. So what you're really trying to do and what you're doing by exposing this to him, yeah, you're making him a little bit afraid. Then he's a little bit more distant, doesn't really know what to say, so he needs to pull himself a little bit away. But you're making him think about what could be good and what you guys can do together into the future. And again, he absolutely admires that you have these doubts and you have the strength to move on forward and to talk about it. I'm going to say that a lot of ideas, he does agree with you. He doesn't always know how to implement them, but he does agree with them. Let me go and see over here for our dear friend Juanson. Let's go and see our dear friend Juanson over here to finish up the readings for tonight. Hold on just one moment. Let me just do this. And voila. Okay. So, Watson, lovely. Thank you for answering my weird question earlier. I will say nothing about it, but thank you for answering it. Okay, so let's do this like that, and you will understand everything in due time. So, here we go. Thank you so very much, my beautiful Lilith. Again, thank you, everybody. I know that we're only 5 now, but thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. It was a lovely live again, sweetie. Everybody, thank you for your patience. I know, right, Watson? Ooh, how suspicious. But I will say nothing. I will just, ask you weird questions every once in a while, Watson. So let's go and see. You had a good day. You had a relaxing day from what I could read earlier, and you actually got to watch some Christmas movies, which, I so adore the fact that you're able to do that. I do, and I do. Let me go see what is happening over here. So you've been resting, and I love that. The Life Adventures of Santa Claus. I don't even know what that is. Stop motion investing. Okay. Okay. Oh, really? Okay, well, I'm going to have to watch that, though. Okay, so The Life Adventures of Santa Claus. I like that. You're looking forward to see Elizabeth, right? And I know you're going to be seeing her. You are going to be seeing her this week. You're going to be seeing her more and more, sweetie. It's just going to make you more and more strong. How is your work week going to be? Let's go see what's coming upon into your work week. Okay. So I promise you, Watson, I'm not doing no witchcraft upon you, okay? I know after my question it could seem weird, but I'm not, I promise. Okay, so let's go and find this out over here. What is happening this week? Look at that. The fruits of your labor. I love it. Fulfillment and harmony. Yes. Are you going to be busy? Really not all that much. Really not all that much. Honestly, I'm going to say that for, a little bit pre-Christmas. It's not going to be all that crazy at work, which you would think that you would just be into the craziest of moments. I mean, you guys are like little elves, my dear gosh. It is thanks to you guys that I have half the gifts underneath my Christmas tree. So I'm going to have to say you are going to be busy, but not too busy. I still feel like you're going to be able to take even, a couple of half a days here and there if you did want to. Are you going to be seeing your beautiful Elizabeth? I do believe that you are going to be seeing her this week. Most likely. And yeah, you're a guinea pig, aren't you, sweetie? I know, but I promise no witchcraft upon you, sweetie, unless you ask me to do so. I read a girl the other day into a witch group, and she was saying the best way for me to finish up an argument is to ask for the other person for a lock of their hair. That usually pretty much sums up the argument altogether. And I just started laughing at it because I'm like, oh my gosh, can you imagine? Yeah. And I was reading upon another lady who she wakes up into the morning and she's wondering if her boyfriend or somebody keeps cutting locks of her hair because she's always missing, like, people are actually chopping her hair as she's sleeping at night. So who knows what kind of black magic is being done upon her, my dear gosh. Okay, that being said, you are going to be seeing Elizabeth this week. Absolutely no doubt about it. And it's just going to give you more strength. And you are still going to be able to have a little bit of time off, though. So I love it. A little bit of time off, a little bit of Elizabeth. Hopefully you're going to be able to talk with Elizabeth a little bit more. Not too sure you're going to have all that much time, though. So you're really going to have to utilize that time. Let's go and move on forward and see what else we have. I want to know also, yeah, a general. Absolutely. Let's go for the general, but I'm going to go and see this one over here. Here we go. You are Sanity Jeff's elves. Seriously. Yes, and yes. I know, right? All right, well, let's go and find out. When I was done at the gym today, I went out to buy something that was onto my son's Santa list. And I was so upset at myself because I actually had to go and buy like a reindeer, how do you call it? Like a stocking holder for my little girl, because the one that she had last year, her friend broke it by mistake. And I was onto the hunt for that. And I found that. And I went to buy my son's gift at the exact same store at the same place. And then I saw that there was like a defect onto the deer. And I thought, oh my gosh, I can't do that. I need to go get another one. And I somewhat left my son's gift somewhere because I ended up picking up a bunch of other gifts along the way. And yeah, I was upset at myself. I had to go back to the store, which I despise. I hate. I might go like maybe twice a year. It's not my type of a store. And yeah, I had to return back with my little boy to go and pick up the gift that I left into an aisle somewhere while I was trying to pick the perfect deer. I don't know. Yeah, and this is why I love shopping online. I can't forget things into the aisle. It's in my basket. It's there. I take it. I choose it. I pick it. I buy it, right? It's so much easier. And then it gets delivered to my door. I can't lose it anywhere. I was wondering, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm sure I bought this thing. Is it on my receipt? No. Oh my gosh, what happened to it? I had no idea. I was so upset. I had to return to the store. It's like 20 minutes away from my house. Yeah, for this thing. Anyways, that being said, those are my, holiday shopping stories. So I like it when, yeah, it happens. Right. It happens. Same there. Yeah. Okay, so let's go and find out over here. What do I have? Sweetie. We want to be giving you some confessions. We want to be talking about infatuation. We want to talk about passion. We want to be talking about a lot of different things with you, sweetie. We miss you, and I'm going to say we love you in many different ways. We have a lot of desires towards you. I feel like we just really kind of want to open up like a book, but we don't know how to do it. And we don't really feel like we have all that much time either. So as much as you don't feel like you have all that much time to open up towards her, she doesn't feel like she has all that much time to open up towards you too. So you do have a little bit of like that time frame that's a little bit into the way, creating some problems. But mostly I'm going to have to say both of you guys are going to have to utilize as much time as you can. I don't see any problems. I do see a couple little missed opportunities coming upon. But other than that, we have a lot of infatuation, a lot of passion. We're really quite happy to see each other. So onto that, it's all good. Let me do this over here. And let's go and see. Let's go over. Let me give you some messages from over here. Let me give you some messages from this little deck. All right. I was simply not prepared for the importance that you would have into my life. And whatever this is, wherever this is leading, I want it. And you're onto my path for a reason. And I am so very grateful for it. I'm so very grateful for your friendship. Also, it would absolutely break my heart to see you with anybody else. Also, I would like you to know that you are a heaven-sent earth angel who inspires me to be my very best self. I cannot imagine my life without you. I want you to know that you absolutely do rock my world. And you know what? It's going to take some time. It's going to take some patience, but I know that we can explore some beautiful solutions together to make this happen. Yes, my beautiful Carrie, I did answer your question, my lovely, approximately 10 minutes ago. You were right after Tokafan and right before Zane. So I had Tokafan, I had you, I had Zane, and Hwanson. That being said, like I was saying, my beautiful, he's going to be distant for a couple of days. Is this going to be a breaking or a deal or anything as such? Absolutely not. I was saying that he needs to respect you. But I know how he is. I know how frustrated he is. And I know how he can be just kind of egocentric altogether and not really think about you in all means and words because he gets frustrated and only thinks about himself. So I don't feel like it's fair. I don't feel like it's okay. He most likely might be a little bit distant for a couple of days. Nothing much more. You guys, you know, he still loves you, still wants to be with you, but he should have to completely respect you into all of this. So I was saying, do not worry. I don't feel like anything bad is going to be happening over here, sweetie. All right, Amy. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you, Lilith. Thank you, my beautiful Carrie. And I hope you read between the lines because I leave all different kind of clues for you, Watson. I want you to know that your opinions of me, they matter the very most. Also, I want you to know that this is no ordinary love. It's been going on for quite some time. Oh, yes. Amy just posted her questions, my beautiful Lilith. They are right there. We've got them, sweetie. No, you don't have a timestamp for Amy because she just came on in, but she would like to have a timestamp. Ah, ha, ha. It is all good, Lilith. I think you're confused, my sweetie. All right, let's continue. Can we stop pretending that we're just friends now? Amy, I'm going to be answering you right up next, and we will leave you a timestamp, sweetie. You'll be the final reading of the night. We were looking for you. Thank you for coming back, lovely. Let me go and give you a soulmate card, and let me give you an angel message. That's okay, Lilith. I'm seeing that. Yes. You are always in my heart like a glowing ocean light, a shimmering star in heaven, and love is a golden memory, drifting through spaces like autumn leaves, recollections of loving days and nights. Oh my God. I so love that. That's okay. That's okay, Lilith. We will, you know, it's all good. Don't worry about it, sweetie. Here we go. Earlier, I might have been lost, but at this moment, we are up to date. All is good. So here we go. Let's go and find out. Juan-san, your thoughts, your wishes, and your dreams, they can all be manifested. You need to know that you can have exactly what it is that you want into your life. It is time to start taking action, but you already know that, sweetie. You're absolutely adorable, Juan-san. Thank you for the name of the movie. I will try to find it. Amy, lovely, at 2:36 and 40 seconds. 2:36:40. And here we go for Amy to finish up for tonight. You say, does Cancer want to see you, or is he pulling? Oh, no, he's not pulling back. No, Amy, he's not pulling back, sweetie. No. Yeah, I think you kind of I think you did not quite get the energy of the reading earlier, sweetie. When I said that he did not want to go and see you at the store whenever you guys did see each other at the supermarket, it is not a question because he did not want to. He did not want to because he did not want to be seen. He does not want to have any suspicions whatsoever. It's not because he personally did not want to. He was holding himself back because he doesn't want to have any problems or anything of the such. So is Cancer actually pulling on back? Your answer is a definite no. As I said earlier, I feel as though he is going to be contacting you within the following week or so. By seeing you today, although he could not go move on forward to see you, he actually did. You gave him more energy and more thoughts and more power to actually reach out to you even sooner. So is he pulling back? Absolutely not. His feelings for Amy, let's go see. But he is not pulling back, sweetie. Absolutely no. I don't want you to think about that at all, my dear gosh, sweetie. I hope you get this reading before you go to bed. I don't want you to go to bed think about all this awful stuff. There's nothing bad going on over here, my lovely. It is stagnation. There's nothing changing. So his feelings for Amy. on guard. We're always a little bit on guard, and it's a little bit normal into this type of a relationship and situation like you guys are in. But he loves you, sweetie. He wants to continue to be there to set the rules. He wants to continue to be the one who decides whenever you guys see each other and everything. But that is a little bit a part of that power that you guys have, of that agreement that you guys have, even though it is somewhat of an unsaid type of an agreement. He likes the power that this relationship recurs him. He likes the emotions that it brings him at the same time, and it gives him power into his life where other places he does not necessarily have it. Does he love you and care for you? Absolutely. Does he want to continue the connection? Absolutely. What does he want to tell you? What does he want to tell you? Okay, so what does he want to tell you? He wants to tell you that there's a lot of uncertainty into the air. Because of all this uncertainty, he's needing to continue with the delays. He's needing to continue to resist. And this is why he is stalling. But, and this is why he is staying uncommitted also. But he wants you to know that there is always some movement. There is always some movement towards you, sweetie. So he wants to tell you that at this moment, there's absolutely nothing that he can do. Even if he did want to do something, there's nothing that he could do. It is too complicated, and he'll end up losing in too many different places. So what he truly wants to tell you is that he did want to go see you today, but he was not able to do so. There's too much uncertainty. He is too afraid of being caught, is what he wants to say. But it's like that all the time, Amy. He's always afraid of being caught, and because he's always afraid of being caught, it's stopping him from being able to get closer to you and being able to see you, because he's always afraid of being caught. May it be we'll go to a hotel room, may it be a restaurant, may it be for a walk, may it be, at his place or your place, or it doesn't matter what is really happening. We're just always a little bit afraid of being caught, that somebody is going to see us. And I feel as though a little while ago that just kind of almost did happen, and it just kind of scared him a little bit more. So if he was able to see you a little bit more often without having all of those burdens around him, then he would. But at this moment, he's not able to do so because there are too many different variations and circumstances that are playing into the field at this moment. He wants you to know that he admires your power, your courage. He admires the belief that you have within him. He admires the beauty, the harmony, the happiness that you bring. Whenever he does contact you, you are there, you are available, you are loving, you are caring. You have never showed anything but that towards him. He wants you to know that he does daydream about you. He does love you. He is dreaming about you. And every once in a while, he does even think about just kind of surprising you here and there with beautiful gifts or seeing you. I really do feel as though he has so many different thoughts and ideas within his mind of what he wants and what he desires, but he's not able to put any of it into the concrete, into the here, into the now. But he believes the absolute world of you, sweetie, and you just bring him so much love and caring and beautiful and nurturing emotions that nobody else can do that for him. A full moon, brain. That's your excuse, right? Good for you. I'll take it. I mean, if you're going to have an excuse, might as well be a full moon run, right? All right, guys, I am going to have to say thank you to every single one of you guys. It was a beautiful live reading. It was nice. It was fun. It was active. It was lovely. And we had the most beautiful energy. Thank you to my beautiful angels, Lilith and Watson. Thank you to all other people who are still here with us, most likely Amy and Carrie. I don't know if Zane is still here, or Maria, or High Priestess, but I'm sending every single one of you guys a whole bunch of love, and I'll see you tomorrow. Same place, same time. Were you the last one? You were not, Zane. I did you over here, sweetie, right before Juanson, and well, we had I'm gonna say about 15 minutes ago, my beautiful Zane. 15 minutes ago, lovely. I did your reading. You are not lost, my sweetie. I did you, and then I did Juanson, and then I had our beautiful our beautiful Amy. Good night, everybody. Love you guys. Zane, about 15 minutes back, okay? Good night, everybody. Zane, bless you, sweetie.